right, folks, 6 o'clock on a Friday as the weekend is in sight. And I am excited because Hal Herman is going to have the headlines around 8 o'clock this morning. We'll see where it falls, 7:55, 8 o'clock, wherever. Froggy, Hal Herman escaped and fled rehab. Is that the deal? Is that what happened? Yeah.
It's like the fifth time he's done it.
All right. So I kind of love escaped rehab Hal Herman headlines. I think.
I don't know his condition. I don't know what his condition is going to be.
It adds, I think, an even greater twist to the whole situation. So
he's a little disheveled.
He's always disheveled.
But especially after breaking out of rehab.
A drunk, liquored up mess. So, folks, all the buzz. If you haven't heard it yourself, all the buzz that you have heard about Hal Herman headlines is true. Hal Herman headlines comes up this morning around 8 o'clock. 7:55, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there.
He also told me.
Yeah, what'd he tell you?
He has a new way to prevent you from interjecting. So I don't know what that is, but it's some sort of thing. He has a way to stop you from interjecting. I don't know what it is.
To stop interruptions?
Yes.
What does he have?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a shot collar or what. I don't know.
What does he have, a dart gun?
I don't know. It's something like that. Something that you're going to be affected by if you interject.
Anybody have any idea where the hell Fester is?
Oh, yeah. He's not here.
He's not.
I thought I saw him pulling in.
Hang on. I've got no text from him.
There he is.
Hey. Yeah, glad you could make it to the program. You're disheveled. You got no
wearing?
headphones. I mean, hold on. Your mic's not even on yet.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, what is going on with you?
I'm the Hot Mess Express this morning.
Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, you're stumbling in. You've got no headphones whatsoever.
No, I just got to the building.
Welcome.
I got here plenty of time.
Why are you the Hot Mess Express? And what do you mean you got to the building in plenty of time?
So yesterday,
you walk in 2 minutes late.
Well, yesterday,
Yeah.
I told you guys about my lanyard process where I have my
Oh,
keys
my
on one
God,
and
yeah.
my key card on the other. I put my lanyard on this morning. I don't know if it's off. I have no idea.
Oh, no.
I literally walk up to the building, reach at my chest. I'm like,
Right.
holy crap, where's my key pass? And then my alarm goes off on my phone that the show's starting in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, crap, I better get in there. Then do I call Andrew
Right.
and take him away from the show?
Well, I don't need Andrew for me to start the show. I mean,
No, you don't need me
I
either.
push the buttons to make, well, that's true.
Yeah.
I push the buttons to make the MJ Morning Show opening go off and all that stuff. I mean, it's not like this is some old-time radio show where the engineer is in the booth while we just sit here and talk into the microphones, or a union shop circa, 1984 in New York City. No, that's not the yeah.
I don't want to inconvenience Andrew and take him away from the show when one of our coworkers was pulling up at the same time, and I convinced her to, hey, let me mooch behind her.
So you have who'd you mooch behind?
Christy? She works at
Yeah, I don't understand that. Also, I've seen her walk in like 6:10. I mean,
Don't worry about her. How about that?
That's their show.
But doesn't their morning show start at 6 o'clock as well?
They start with a song.
Curious.
Yeah, do you ever have that happen? You're trying to mooch in, like you referred to it, with somebody else, but they're walking too slow. But beggars can't be choosers. You can't be like, walk fast. I'm late. My show's got to start.
Her pace, and I can't be like, andale. I can't be like that.
But the security issue that has arisen is that Fester is missing the key card for the building, and you have no idea. First of all, how does the key card fall off your lanyard, you Hot Mess Express?
I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah. I've been using that for a while at
Hey,
home.
you putting on weight also?
I am. I'm putting on my winter coat early.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not. I think you're expanding.
I am.
I mean, in the last 2-3 weeks?
Maybe 3 months, 2 months.
Well, it's starting to get noticeable.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Adults gain weight in the fall and winter, and children lose weight in the fall and winter.
I gain weight all the time. So anyway, I have no headphones. I still have to figure out where the stupid key pass is. It'll be fine.
How does it fall off your lanyard? How do you lose a key card to get into the building? First of all, folks, if you never heard what happened, and you heard on multiple occasions and this is back in May, June, July, you heard me talk about the security issue that we had here at the building, and I couldn't talk about it while it was in progress because it was a freaking hazard. It was a danger to us. It was a danger to the facilities. Our doors, I think it was just before Memorial Day weekend. So I think it was like the 20th of May, 22nd, somewhere around there. Our security card system took a dump and it died.
Awful.
And that's the system that manages all of our doors having that little, black smoke, opaque, that plastic key card reader that you put up to the door and it opens up the door. That system broke. And what that meant was every single door at our radio station was wide open. Anybody could walk in here any freaking time they wanted because the system was dead. And it took our company a month and a half plus to get the system fixed. So it was May 20th through, was it early July? It was somewhere. It took until July for the system to get installed. And part of it was they were waiting for the parts. But then the company got into some contract dispute with the installation company, and that delayed the whole process, and it was tied up in legal. They're arguing over words. It's like, son of a freaking, it's a security system. Just buy the box and install the box and get our doors locked. But for a month and a half, this radio facility was wide open. You could just walk in. Hey, Sunday morning at 2:22 a.m.
Come on in.
Come on in. Yeah,
do a shift on air.
Yeah, go ahead and just walk into a studio, hit some buttons, go on the air. I mean, that's what was going on. It was crazy.
Yeah, looking back now.
That was a security issue. And now Fester's got a lost key card floating all around somewhere, and we have no idea whose hands the key card is in.
Well, whoever finds it will clearly know that it has this company's name on it and Fester written on it, so you can just come in anytime you want.
That you don't put your name on the key card itself is generic. The key card is just like this white plastic card. But you wrote your name.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Why would you do that?
Okay, so the key card is generic.
Geez.
The key card is generic. But you know how they give us like that employee dog tag of like name?
Yeah, with your picture.
Yeah. So I put that next to it.
Oh, my God.
Not that anybody needs to identify me while I'm here.
No, but exactly. So why do you do that? Why do you need... I don't even know where that employee picture card even is. I don't need that for anything. I've never needed that for anything. I don't even know where it is.
Some people,
I think my dogs chewed it up or something.
They don't make you wear that here.
No.
I don't know why you wear it.
They don't.
You look kind of stupid.
I do.
Yeah,
You've never brought this up to me
Yeah.
before.
I've always wondered.
It's as loosey-goosey as it has ever gotten in this place in my entire radio career. And I mean, even to the point where the radio station's wide open for a month and a half. So, all right.
Place is like the Wild Wild West.
In my final months of my radio career. All right,
come on.
6:08 at the MJ Morning Show. Just getting rolling here on Q105. We're back in moments. Pat's got traffic. Busy Friday show. I'm going to like it.
Well, a good Friday morning.
It is the MJ Morning Show at 6:20. Hey, folks, Friday morning, MJ and the crew here. Hey, Roxanne, do me a favor. Can you text Lee Spann over at Channel 8? You have her cell number? Because have you guys talked again since your little girl date?
Yes, we've texted.
Oh, very nice. Can you text her quickly and ask her if we can call her on the air about something here quickly?
Yes, want to give me a heads up of what you're going to
Yeah,
call about?
because I'm going to share an email quickly. And then the question is, did Froggy doom Dick? All right? Did Froggy doom Dick? I'll explain in just a matter of moments what I'm talking about. But we've got audio evidence, and I'm very concerned about something. Are we talking like total Dick kibosh here? I'll explain in a second. First, though, got an email. Rolled in at 5:52 a.m., so a little less than half an hour ago. And this is from Noreen. Noreen writes, "Hey, MJ, while driving south from Newport Richey this morning at 5:20 a.m., I saw a large red fireball or some kind of sphere falling from the sky. Whoa. All the cars alongside of me, including myself, slowed down to watch. Did anyone in the studio see it on their way in this morning?" Noreen sent from my iPhone. Noreen, is that an iPhone 15 that's heating up and burning your crotch?
Yeah, like a big red fireball.
Yeah, and have you downloaded iOS 17 then? Man, I'm getting excited. Our new Pixel Pro 8s ought to be in sometime next week, as I pre-ordered them during the event on Wednesday. They made them live and hot in the Google store even before the event was over. And I had already had them ordered and processed with our free Pixel 2 watches being bundled in. So where was I? Oh, Fireball. So I don't know what it is. You know, I was looking to see what was up. Now, there is a rocket launch scheduled for 2 p.m. today. That's a daytime launch. Can you text?
Yeah, I just did.
You did? And see if we can call her quickly.
Okay. I don't know anything about it. Let me try to get some info.
Hold on. She just responded.
Yes.
All right, so what did you text to Lee Spann over at Channel 8?
I said, "Good morning, Lee. Hope you're doing great. MJ just asked me if you had any time to talk about something on air. I think it's related to a fireball in the sky from this morning."
Yeah, 5:20 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, text that back, 5:20. Hey, did anyone else see this? Did anyone else see the fireball? Does anyone else know what the heck it was? Or maybe Noreen was drunk. I don't know.
On Fireball?
On Fireball.
Fireball.
5:28 a.m. Is that what you said?
5:20. She said at 5:20 a.m. is what it says in the email to MJ at MJMorningshow.com. But folks, here is, again, proof positive that I read my emails and you can contact me directly at any time. You can email my private personal email. It goes right to my cell phone, right to my older, soon-to-be-replaced Google Pixel 6 Pro. By the way, I downloaded Android 14 last night. That became available.
Oh,
so
good.
All right, so if anyone does anyone know what this fireball was in the sky early this morning? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Now, I don't know if it was a meteor. A lot of times those are green. And, man, remember the story that I was out selling, like, Girl Scout cookies with Chloe, or maybe it was the Boy Scout or Cub Scout popcorn with Julie, and I can't remember. And we were out, and hold on, it was dark out, and it wasn't too late, so I'm trying to think of time of year. Yeah, it might have been Girl Scout cookies, because that typically is
winter.
Yeah, so
fall,
it's
fall,
like
winter.
like late January, February. So, and we saw this amazing green streak across Tampa Bay in South Tampa. If anyone knows, 800-990-1047. Did you see the fireball in the sky this morning at about 5:20? So if you saw it, or if you have any idea what it is or what it was, 800, maybe it was like aliens,
Maybe.
Yeah, coming down. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the rapture's happening and none of us are gone.
I wonder if it was caught on any Ring doorbells. Because, no, seriously,
Yeah.
because, did you see Ring doorbell? They've got some new promotional publicity gimmick that they just came out with yesterday about their Ring doorbells and aliens, if you capture them. We'll get into that later on. A lot of pieces are falling together today. But if anyone saw this fireball at 5:20 this morning, or if you have any idea what it was, 800-990-1047. Give me a call. Now, as far as later today, I see launch details. There's going to be this is from the NASA Kennedy Space Center. Who's coughing?
Sorry, just a little cough, man. Just go move forward, bro.
Turn your mics off. Instead of just coughing right into the microphones. All right. So from the NASA website, ULA launch details, October 6th, today, 2 o'clock p.m. So there is a launch that is scheduled for 2 o'clock this afternoon, but that doesn't explain 5:20 this morning.
Unless there was a terrible mishap.
Ooh.
I don't think they launched,
Unless it was awful. Somebody leaned on the button.
Yeah,
A couple mistakes there. One too early.
I don't think they launched 9 hours early. I don't think that happened.
Maybe an advertisement for Fireball.
All right. But while we're waiting, in case, we get any information on this, and then Lee Spann is checking on it.
She said, I don't know anything about that. Let me... Oh, okay. Wait. She says, one has not been reported to the American Meteor Society. That's usually where I get details. Let me keep looking.
The American Meteor Society?
Yeah, she is so on it.
Oh, yeah. So that's where, people report spotting and seeing streaks of light and meteors in the sky?
Yeah.
So you mean there's somebody right now collecting a paycheck, just sitting behind a desk at the American Meteor Society, waiting for the phone to ring?
Like airplanes in the night sky, like shooting stars. Oh, hold on. What do you have?
I have more information on the American Meteor Society, which I've never heard of.
I don't care about. I want to know about the fireball.
Look at its online presence. First thing it says: report a fireball. American Meteor.
It does?
Yes.
It says report a fireball.
Type in American Meteor Society into Google. The first thing that comes up is report a fireball. AMS.
All right, I'm a little concerned. I think that Froggy doomed Dick, or to be more specific, I think Hal Herman, who's going to return this morning with Hal Herman headlines right around 8 o'clock this morning. Hal Herman's back with the headlines, but the question is, did Hal Herman doom Dick? You guys have any idea what I'm talking about?
None. I don't know what that means.
Well, what did I just say?
Doom Dick.
You have no idea what I'm talking about when I say, did Hal Herman doom Dick?
No, I didn't know if it was like some phrase you came up with, or if it was, doom would be do something bad to, or
yes, that would be
cast a spell
correct.
on,
Or an old clunky video game. Now,
Clunky, that game's great.
Two things. One, I don't know that didn't you miss a Friday in the last week?
Yes, I did.
I think that was the day that Froggy doomed Dick.
All right, so Fessy, you clearly know what I'm talking about.
Well, once you put it like that,
So when I say that Froggy doomed Dick, or more specifically, Hal Herman doomed Dick.
Right. And Roxanne could figure it out if she stopped and looked at the biggest dick news in the last 24 hours.
Yeah. Have you seen the big Dick news?
Is it about a guy named Dick or Richard? Or
It
something?
is. No.
One of the most
All right, hold on.
biggest dicks
Hold
ever.
on. What is the big Dick news? Tell me.
You're asking me?
Yeah, tell me about big Dick news today.
Okay. He's not here anymore with us.
Well, what is it?
Dick Butkus.
Yes. So that's the big Dick news today. That's the biggest Dick news of the day, in that Dick Butkus has died at the age of 80. Now, why am I saying did Hal Herman doom Dick? Because of this. Listen.
Kim Kardashian, everybody knows who she is, right?
Kim Kardashian, yes.
She has finally done it. She left her fiance, NFL star Dick Butkus, after they were together for years and years.
Oh, I was here. There's my laugh.
I hear you laughing.
Okay, all right.
Wait a minute.
Dude,
no.
you got to get your Dick news straight, Roxanne. I mean, you were here. How'd you miss that Dick news? Come on.
How many different dicks are you dealing with right now, Roxanne, where you don't know that Dick Butkus died?
Come on.
Yeah.
This is a big story
That
here.
Dick is
Kim
over my head.
Kardashian, everybody knows who she is,
Kim
right?
Kardashian, yes.
She has finally done it. She left her fiance, NFL star Dick Butkus, after they were together for years and years.
So out of nowhere, Froggy, or Hal Herman, brings up Dick Butkus out of nowhere.
Well, he was in the news, obviously.
I don't think he was. I mean,
It was an Hal Herman news.
and then that was what, a week and a half ago? When was that?
Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah, that was the second one he did because I was here for that.
Yeah, this is the week anniversary of me killing Dick.
And then we find out yesterday that Dick Butkus has died at the age of 80. Legendary Chicago Bears linebacker, one of the best to ever play the game. Really feared dude in the NFL in his time. And Dick dies a week after Froggy we have never mentioned Dick Butkus on this show.
Not once.
Ever. I don't even think in the previous 18 years of the MJ Morning Show and MJ and BJ, I don't think we ever mentioned Dick Butkus. Froggy mentions Dick on the show last Friday, and now we find out that Dick is dead.
Kim Kardashian, everybody knows who she is, right?
Kim Kardashian, yes.
She has finally done it. She left her fiance, NFL star Dick Butkus, after they were together for years and years.
You can hear how drunk he was that episode. He's stumbling all over.
Can't even say NFL. So why did Hal Herman, Froggy, bring up Dick Butkus out of nowhere last week?
I can't imagine. No, I'm not Hal. I don't know.
That is bizarre. Anyway.
Oh, my gosh. I hope he doesn't kill anybody in the news today.
Dude, you killed Dick, man.
Dick Butkus was so old.
He was...
No, I mean, he played... Like, he was really aggressive and great back in but he played way long time ago, right?
Listen,
like the 50s?
He played 60s and 70s.
Okay.
His career ended in 73 with a knee injury, but he did all kinds of TV appearances.
Yeah.
I think he was like on the Love Boat. He was on MacGyver.
He was on the Love Boat. I saw that episode.
He did.
He was like on a situation comedy as like the bartender or something.
Listen, he did he did the Taste Great, Less Filling Miller Lite commercials.
He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And the greatest name in sports history.
Absolutely. Two anatomical body parts,
Yeah,
you know.
And then at the end.
And a kiss.
I mean, it's amazing.
Kiss my butt. Kiss my.
What if his name was like Butt Dick Kiss?
All right. 6:30. Rest in peace, Dick Butkus.
Yes.
All right. 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons of the news next. In minutes. Good pile of morons. Stand by. You got the MJ Morning Show, 6:39 here on Q105, early Morons in the News. It is a compilation that we do daily of just total jackwagon moron stories, which ultimately make you feel better about yourself. Because, come on, how could it get worse than some of these stories? All right, out of Fort Myers, just down to the south of us, Fort Myers. A headline like this grabs your attention, and you're like, you know what, that's a perfect Morons in the News story. Man attacks disabled customer during dispute at a North Fort Myers McDonald's. Isn't that love? Isn't that great to attack a disabled person? What a love. So a guy's been arrested after spitting on and attacking a disabled man at Mickey D's down in North Fort Myers. Witnesses saw punches flying, a drink being thrown. This is at the McDonald's on North Pine Island Road. If you know that particular McDonald's, it started when a customer yelled at the manager and called her names. I'm hearing it was the B word.
What?
Yeah, it was a recurring thing, and some of these people that had come in there, they get belligerent with the workers and the staff in these restaurants, said Jeremy Woolfork, who said he knows the manager and her son. The disabled man said that Childers, who's 22 years old, spit on them. So I guess Childers is the perp here, and the manager tried to separate the two people that were fighting. And incidentally, there is video. Oh, Fester's brought the video. I was about to talk about the video.
Yeah, this guy kind of attacks the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I mean, out of nowhere, you've got a dude, and he's got like a Merce. You see, he's got like a Merce slung over it. And this dude looks pretty big. He's got a yellow shirt on. He's got some like surfer board shorts on. And you got a guy in a wheelchair near the front counter. You know how you have the front counter, and then off to the left, you've got a little McCafe setup they have going on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy just hauls off and just whacks the guy in the wheelchair.
It's despicable.
Trying to figure out what's going on here. So early Morons in the News take us to Fort Myers first. Cops were called. The sheriff's office arrested this guy, Childers. Childers is charged with abusing a disabled adult.
As he should be. I mean,
Yeah.
look at him. He's punching this guy. Then I think he goes back to the bathroom and gets a cup of water or something.
And then,
or who knows what liquid.
I don't know whether it was toilet water or pee.
And he douses the guy.
Yeah, I mean, the story, it gets even worse because throws a punch, they're spinning, and then the guy grabs some type of unidentified liquid in a cup from, it looks like, down in the bathroom area, and then hurls that at the dude in the wheelchair.
Nice.
So, folks, listen, I guess there's an enhanced charge. There's a specific charge to abusing a disabled adult.
Yeah, punching a guy in a wheelchair should have an enhanced charge.
Yeah, for sure.
That is a terrible story. You want to hear something else? You hear back from Lee Spann?
I did. She's actually busy she's busy right now, but she has time in the 7 o'clock hour. And we are getting a lot of texts about, meteor activity information. So maybe we can revisit it then.
I don't know. We're probably going to be jammed up. So what did Lee text you, though? She said that she did find out that there is some meteor shower activity. Folks, if you're just tuning in, last segment, I read an email from a listener, from Noreen. Was it Noreen? Yeah, it was. Noreen.
Yeah, she calls in all the time, too.
Noreen sent an email to me at mj@mjmorningshow.com, and she was saying that she was driving south from Newport Richey this morning, and at 5:20 a.m., she saw this large red fireball in the sky, and other motorists also near her, I guess, were slowing down to look at the fireball as well, and she wanted to know what it was. And are we just assuming that it's part of this draconid meteor shower? That's what Fester dug up online. So
yeah, it's peaking right now.
Oh, it is. Okay.
But it's not usually a very prolific shower.
Oh.
Is what Lee said.
Did you have a prolific shower this morning, Roxanne?
I did. Did
Now,
all of you?
I'm a morning shower. Fester's never a shower.
Yeah, I'm like a Tuesday shower.
No, but you have the nighttime showers or you have the morning shower. For me, Michelle will sometimes she'll push on me. Hey, you ought to just take the nighttime shower now. And no.
You have to shower in the morning.
You do. I mean, that's what
you
kind
sweat
of
at night. Yeah.
No, but it's not that.
Wakes you up.
It wakes you up. Yeah, that invigorates me.
Nice cold shower, I love.
What are you guys, a Zest commercial?
Yeah, it is. I grab my bar of Zest and I take a deep whiff. I jam it up my nostril. I take a bite out of it.
It invigorates you.
Do they still make freaking Zest soap?
They still make it, but I haven't seen a commercial for it in a long, long
Do
time.
people still use bar soap in the shower? I use liquid soap in the shower. I love my Dr. Bronner's, my Dr. B's peppermint Castile soap.
I have to use an antibacterial bar soap when I have a heat rash between my chubby folds.
Ew.
What?
So-
What?
What?
What did you just say?
Big fat people, you get hot underneath your lumpy areas.
Your chubby folds?
Yeah,
The famunda.
Yeah.
Oh my
belly fold.
God! All right, that's enough of that.
I do have a question about showers. I've been meaning to ask you.
Yes,
AJ.
please.
yes.
Um,
Is this meteor showers or actual liquid personal hygiene showers?
Liquid personal hygiene showers.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
you're just like one of these types of people. You might know the answer to this. How do I make my shower water colder at my house? It never gets that cold. I want ice cold water. Yeah.
Hold it, you want an ice cold shower?
I
Yes.
take cold showers.
Yeah, I'm a cold shower guy too.
I don't take cold
Oh,
showers.
It feels so good.
Nah, I'm a cold shower guy.
No.
It's really
So-
good for you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It gets your blood flow going.
You're
Yeah.
asking how do you make your shower colder? Don't you
Yeah.
have a mixer that mixes the hot and the cold?
I don't know anything about this.
How do you turn the water on in your shower?
I mean, of course, I have the thing that you turn. It's a dial, and you grab it. And you grab it by the handle, and you pull it down or pull it up.
But the temperature varies.
I pull it all the way.
You don't have the H and the C, the hot and cold?
Of course I do.
Is it
Of course
backwards?
I do.
So-
I go all the way to the C, as far as I can to the C, and that's the coldest point compared to the rest of the water coming out on the dial. But it's not that cold. It's just like lukewarmish, and I want a cold shower.
Well, we don't get cold water in Florida unless it's like 28 degrees in the middle of January. We just typically, because of our climate, we don't have. It's not like you're up north where
you
the
could
cold.
drink that water.
Where the cold water is cold.
Right. That just doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not going to happen. You're not going to get
You
cold.
need to get
cold.
a ice bath barrel.
I saw one of those online. It was an inflatable ice bath barrel
Yeah, I
where you
wanna
blow
get
it
one
up
of
and it has
those.
like a
Yeah.
little water cooler, drops down to 40 degrees.
yeah.
All right, hold on. You're kind of eating into the second morons in the news item here.
Stop
But-
eating.
But who's eating?
You said the Fester's eating into it. It's not a fat joke.
All right. So, Roxanne,
Yes.
are you not realizing that we don't get cold water when you turn it? Clearly is cooler than the hot water.
Yeah.
But have you just now realized that or maybe I should say, have you still not realized, because I'm the one that's kind of pointing out, that we don't get ice cold water out of the faucets?
I understand that, but mine just seems like it just doesn't get even cool. And so my question for you is, like, you're like a MacGyver kind of guy. I didn't know if you're like,
Same hair.
if you go in the garage and switch this and this wire, then that's, I don't know what tricks you have up your sleeve, but that's why I thought I'm gonna ask MJ about.
Maybe your water heater's too high.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, you can go into your garage and you can just get a little tweaker screwdriver. You can turn the water temp down. But no, that's not going to. You know what? Tell you what.
Hold on. The name of the screwdriver is the tweaker screwdriver.
A little tweaker. It's a little small flathead.
I thought a guy bugging out on like meth is a tweaker.
No.
Isn't that what a tweaker is?
No, it's like a little.
This is what I'm talking about, guys. The texters say, get your water heater checked. You can change that, and it will change the temperature of the water.
No,
also.
of course you can reduce the heat of your water heater, absolutely. But that's not going to change the fact that you're looking for cold, like mountain spring water, fresh, cool Colorado water. You're not going to get that in freaking Tampa, Florida. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let me try to get my good friend Joe the plumber on. By the way, Fester, you know Joe very well.
One of my dear friends.
That's where Fester got the old van for the turkey fryer fire, which almost became felonious with some trumped up, jacked up, ridiculous charge that was pending. And, Mark Ober's office at the Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office, the 13th Judicial Circuit, said, there's no freaking arson here. Anyway, you know what? Let me try to get... I'm putting Morons on hold for a second. Let me try to get Joe the plumber on next and see if he can talk to us about Roxanne's need for cold water. You've got hot water heaters. Is there such thing as a cold water cooler to get cold water through your pipes in your house? All right, hold on. We've got your plumbing answers to your questions here on the MJ Morning Show. And then I do have to actually push off a couple of morons in the news stories, and we'll push those off to the next segment. So, folks, stand by. Now, if you have money... 7 o'clock exactly here on a Friday. Hopefully you have a spectacular weekend planned. I want to get Joe the plumber on the phone. It would be good if Roxanne were here, but she's not. Can I ask, guys, can you please... I'm just asking simply that you guys are here when we come back on the air, and I don't have to waste time and spin tires like this. All right, so Roxanne, what are you laughing at?
She's spinning tires.
You are
man.
the greatest tire spinner in the history of. You're like a burnout. You're one of those guys called to do those donut rings in the intersections downtown.
Yeah, a-holes.
Yeah, that. Okay, well, I was going to say that's what you are. I don't think you're an a-hole. Well, maybe. I don't know. But listen, if anybody can stretch for 5 seconds, it's you.
Yeah, you can stretch.
Now, Roxanne asked a question in the last segment, completely derailing Morons of the News, which I still have a very ample pile over here, which I intend to get to. But Roxanne, you asked, why can't you get cold water out of your faucets? And the answer is Florida.
You know what? Maybe it was after a trip to North Carolina that I was like, yeah, I'd really like colder water in my house.
So I'm going to get Joe the plumber on the phone. I just texted Joe, and Joe is available to take the call because you've got a hot water heater in your house. Can you get a cold water cooler so Roxanne can get melting glacier-like water, like you're up in Fargo, North Dakota in the middle of January, and you turn on your cold water, and man, that water is cold. It is refreshing. It is phenomenal. Oh, listen, I miss that. I love, in the wintertime even in the spring or the summer, if you're in like New York City, for instance, or you're out in Colorado, for instance.
It's like that in North Carolina.
Yeah, and as you go further north, you turn on the cold water in your house and you get cold water, not like lukewarm water, but we're in Florida. All right? Now, let me get Joe on the phone to see if we can get a remedy in your home. Joe the plumber, known to many of you guys as, Super Plumber, Gonzalez Plumbing. That's where Fester got the old... decommissioned van that was used for the turkey fryer fire back in 2011 was that, or 2010, or when was that?
2010
turkey fryer fire.
2010. Then we coasted through 2011 and our demise in 2012.
All right, so let me get Joe the plumber on the line here because Roxanne's got plumbing questions. 813. All right, here we go. Joe said he's standing by to take the call.
I can swear I get pretty cold water.
You get cool water, but it doesn't get refreshingly cold.
No.
Now,
we're sorry. You must first dial a 1 or 0.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Son of a... What do I have to dial a 1?
Son of a plumber.
Right, my God. Nice. All right, here we go. I've dialed a 1. Hopefully I've satisfied that lady now. By dialing a 1. And here we go. Appears to be ringing.
It is not necessary to dial
What?
1.
What are you talking about? You just told me to dial a 1. You just told me to dial a 1, and now she says it's not necessary to dial a 1. Make up your freaking mind, lady.
All right, let's relax. Don't talk to a woman like that.
My God, I'm sorry.
Is she a woman?
She just told me it's necessary. I got to dial a 1. Then she says it's not necessary to dial a 1.
And she said it like in a chastising way, too, didn't
Now
she?
it's going to be hit one or not.
Is that just a sassy
You gotta
AI
be
voice?
kidding me. What is going on here? I'm in the freaking Twilight Zone. All right, hang on a minute.
Okay, so now what are you going to do? Not dial 1?
I'm going to leave the freaking 1 off. Hang on a minute. My God. Okay, let me try it one more time. Is this insane? All right, hang on. All right, it's ringing.
Oh, God, I'm nervous.
It
We're
doesn't.
sorry. You must first dial a 1
Oh,
or 0.
I'm gonna rip your face off. All right, hold on.
Is this a joke?
I don't know what's going on here.
This is the
All right.
definition of purgatory.
I-
This is awful.
I'm in hell. I'm in absolute. All right, I'm calling Joe. You got to be. This is right. Let me try the hotline then. Hang on. My God.
Take it.
I mean, this is bizarro world that we're in all of a sudden. I try
We're
to.
sorry. You must
All right,
Just screw it.
this is ridiculous. And I'm calling Joe on my cell phone, and I'm putting it on speaker to the microphone. This is unbelievable.
Hello.
Do you find this funny, Joe?
I find it hysterical.
I have no idea what's going on here. All right, so now I'm just holding my cell phone up to the microphone on speaker. And,
Okay.
All right, and I think it sounds fine. All right, so, Joe, are you aware of why we're calling you?
No, not really.
All right, Roxanne asked a question a few minutes ago. Roxanne, you asked what question? Go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much. I am trying to find out how I can get colder showers.
I cannot hear her.
Yeah, he's listening on your phone,
Oh,
MJ.
that's right.
He can't hear through the phone line.
All right.
Joe!
Hey, Joe, can you do me a favor, Joe? All right, Joe. Oh, I just hung up on him.
Oh, God, this is not meant to be.
You know what?
I guess I'm just going to have to take hot showers for the rest of my life.
No.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
All right, do me a favor. Call us up real quick. 800-990-1047.
Hang on. 800. 800 what?
990-1047. Just call the request line like you're trying to win a freaking prize, okay?
Call you right now.
All
Bye.
right, 800-990-1047. Oh, my God. I mean, I feel like, you know what? I think we're in a parallel universe right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Is what it is. All right, so, look, other people are calling in. So people are calling in right now.
No.
All right, which line is Joe, Andrew? He's not in yet. Hey, so people are calling up. No, that was only for Joe. Only call 800-990-1047 if you're. Now all the lines are jammed and Joe can't get through.
Well, my name's
All right,
Joe.
hang on. Joe's on 7? All right. All right. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
All right. So now, I mean, I can't. That was actually pretty funny, though.
It really was.
All right. So, Roxanne, ask your question of Joe of what you asked in the last segment.
Hi, Joe. Thanks for your time today. I was wondering how I can take colder showers. When I turn my faucet all the way to the far cold direction, it still just feels like kind of tepid, lukewarm, not cold.
Joe, we had to explain to Roxanne that it's called Florida. And that we don't get ice cold water like up north or, Colorado in the middle of February. So, Joe, I know that you're a problem solver because there's a client that you had years ago and you told me a story and I have never forgotten that. And I'll bring that up in a second, while keeping names confidential, obviously. But, Joe, I think the question is, we have hot water heaters to make water hot.
Yeah, he speaks English. He heard what I said.
Yeah, so are there cold water?
What part of Tampa do you live? Can I ask that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's West Chase. Like outside of West Chase, actually.
It depends on a lot of it depends on how high your water line is.
Okay.
Here in Florida, we don't have to bury our water line.
Right.
So they're very close to the ground surface.
Okay.
So as the sun heats the ground, it's heating the water in the pipes. If your water lines run in your attic and not under the slab, you're heating your water lines. So to get that cold water is going to be very difficult.
Okay.
We can put a chiller in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, Joe, we have hot water heaters to make our water, 120, 125 for the showers, for the dishwasher. So are there cold water chillers to make like cold, chilly water run through your house?
There is.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know about this. Okay, what's the cost on a chiller insert?
Couldn't tell you. Never installed one.
It's not a common device.
Only weird people like cold water like that.
So Roxanne's a weirdo, and Roxanne wants to take absolute cold showers, apparently. And, Joe, can you look into that for Roxanne on how much it would cost for
Absolutely. We can do anything. If you want your toilet on your ceiling and you want it to flush, we'll make it happen.
Yes.
We'll figure out a way.
All right. Now, Joe, I want to bring up something, and you told me this years ago, and this has stuck with me. This has stuck with Michelle, my wife, who you know. And, Joe, do you know what story I'm about to bring up?
The gentleman who used to like the water where it stung his back?
Yes. So this is a great story. So Joe, and this was, I believe you were doing a build out. This was new construction, and you were doing the rough
Brand
in.
new construction.
Yep.
We had to actually put in pumps to increase the water pressure, but we had to be careful that we didn't exceed the operating pressure of the valves, the shower valves.
Right. So let me be very clear here. Joe, what you told me, and again, this has just been ingrained in my head. Michelle remembers this. The client had instructions that the water pressure had to be so great coming out of the shower head, he wanted it to sting his back like needles. Joe, hold on. You just said correct, right?
Correct.
So had you get the water pressure so it stung his back like needles?
Pumps and different plumbing fixtures, like shower heads and shower valves that would handle it.
And was he ultimately satisfied? Was his back stung like needles?
I know he's moved from that home and he sold it, and the home still stands. But that was a design by my father.
You know what? Oh yeah. You know what? I'm thinking. Maybe I know which home it is. It's on Bayshore in Tampa.
Still there.
You know, I'm wondering if I could just knock on the door and ask the current residents that live there, does your back get stung like needles with the water pressure out of your shower head?
That's awful.
Oh, man. Folks,
I believe it's a motor oil family that lives there.
Oh, like Amelie or something?
Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
All right. Hey, Joe, great to have you on, buddy.
Have a good morning.
Thanks, Joe.
And let us know on
You're welcome.
Roxanne's
Bye-bye.
water chiller, okay?
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so Joe Gonzalez Plumbing. Listen, you never know what the hell you're going to hear. Listen, spontaneous crap happens. I didn't even get to what was originally planned for this segment, so I got to push some stuff off. Hey, I've got a couple of additional early morons in the news stories, which I'm going to push to the next segment, but we also start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Just before 8 o'clock, we're going to do Hal Herman headlines. Yep, Hal Herman back on a Friday with Hal Herman headlines. Stand by. A lot of stuff is coming up in the long, extended hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Oh, Froggy, I've got to ask you a very personal question. We've got to bring to a conclusion a big event that happened to you, which we discussed quite broadly on the show. I want to get to that first up, so hang on a minute. We're back in minutes, an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Folks, do not move. Now, MJ Morning Show on Q105, 724. And this is it, folks. We do it every day around this time. We launch an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ Morning Show. 1 hour. And actually, the little secret is it's usually more than an hour and 20 minutes. A lot of times it's like an hour and 25 minutes, hour and 27 minutes. So, you know what that's called? That's called under-promising and over-delivering. That's what that's called. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we always appreciate it, folks, if you help us grow the show to astronomical levels by telling 3 people a day that, hey, I listen to the most entertaining morning radio program in the entire Tampa Bay area, the best consistent program, the MJ Morning Show on Q105. So, yeah, tell 3 people a day that you listen to the program. 104.7 FM. Let them know, it's Q105, but it's at 104.7 FM. Hello to all of our MJ TV watchers this morning, our podcast listeners later on. There's just a jillion ways to process and to consume our product. All right, no particular order, though. I have a couple of morons in the news that I got to carry over because we just got all jamulated earlier today. Where's Froggy? Why can't Froggy get back in time?
Froggy is currently having a creative meeting with Hal.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Give me a break. Come on.
When you ask.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, so here's the deal. Hal Herman has headlines. Hal Herman headlines will occur probably a little before 8 o'clock. So I'm thinking it's about 7:55-ish or so. Yeah.
We gotta let Hal in.
Yeah.
He's not in good shape, Dave.
Oh
my God.
Is that why you're late?
Yeah, I got to go let him in. Let me go let him in real quick.
Froggy, just stop with the charade. He'll be right back. Froggy's leaving. Froggy's been gone for 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and now he's got to go let Hal in. Like, is he going to do another toke, or what is he doing?
Just did that.
He just did
all the waft of fresh marijuana smoke coming into the studio.
Hal Herman headlines on the way.
MSNBC has crabs. Hal Herman has the real news.
So Hal Herman headlines coming up in just a bit.
Hal Herman is on your side. Your side.
All right, so we got sidetracked this morning. I didn't get to some of the early morons in the news, but I got a couple of goodies that I don't want to sit on over the weekend. Can you imagine you're at a wedding and a 12-year-old kid gets shot at the wedding because the officiant had a gimmick to fire a gun to get everyone's attention, and you shoot a 12-year-old in the shoulder? What the freaking freak? Are you kidding me?
It's like a Wild West wedding or something?
I don't know. It was in Nebraska with a Texas officiant. So, all right.
Okay. That explains it.
I mean, can you imagine this? Michael Gardner was a Texas resident who was officiating a wedding in Nebraska last weekend and accidentally shot his grandson, 12 years old, in the shoulder because he pulled out a revolver. He was trying to corral the crowd, and I guess rootin', tootin', shootin', and Texas, Nebraska, wild, wild west.
Where's the video of this? I mean, everybody's rolling video at a wedding.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. So his gimmick was to pull out a gun, fire the gun to get everyone's attention to say, okay, we're starting the wedding now. Michael Gardner, 62, stands accused of 1 count of child abuse and negligent use of a firearm. He fired a snub-nosed revolver and hits his 12-year-old grandson in the shoulder, and he had to be transported to the hospital for a gunshot wound. This could have been a lot worse. This could have been a headshot, man. Can you imagine this?
For a second, I thought this wedding happened in like Iraq or something.
Right. So the guy said, "Oh, it was supposed to be a blank, but it was like a black powder." And it ejected to shoot the kid. Whatever it ejected, it shot the kid in the shoulder. Who fires a gun at a wedding?
Usually the father of the bride if the guy tries to run.
Or if Alec Baldwin is an attendee, maybe. I don't know.
It was essentially the Rust movie set theme, right?
At a wedding.
Yeah, buddy.
That's insane. Oh, I've got a warning. If you go to Switzerland and you want to make a disparaging comment towards somebody, be very, very careful. A journalist, listen to this. A journalist in Switzerland has just been sentenced to 60 days in prison for calling somebody a name. Any idea what that name is?
Fatty Boombalatti.
Well, you're close. Let me give you a hint here.
Large Marge.
It has to do with size and sexual orientation. The journalist called a woman a. Come on, guys. Come on.
Bull dyke?
Froggy, come on.
No, seriously. You're giving us clues. And
I thought it was a real
that was
guess.
actually,
orientation and size. I'm thinking, yeah.
A journalist in Switzerland called this woman a fat lesbian. Oh. And has just been sentenced to 60 days in a Swiss jail.
I need to see a picture of her.
French-Swiss journalist Alain Bonnet was sentenced by a Swiss court, criticizing Catherine Macherel, a Swiss journalist for another newspaper, Tribune de Genève, and called her a fat lesbian, and he's going to jail for 60 days in Switzerland for a fat lesbian comment. So, warning, listen, I don't agree with name-calling to that degree, but I don't know if you should get 60 days in a Swiss prison because of that.
I still need to see a picture.
Oh, you want to hear something? Switching gears here. Again, this is an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, and we cram a lot of stuff in here. Fester.
Yes.
What is the convenience store chain that you will drive days to visit?
Okay. First of all, I don't have to drive days because there's one like 2.5 hours away.
All right. Well,
and they're building one an hour and 10 minutes away from my house.
It used to be
forever ago. I mean, Texas.
You used to have to drive to Texas to experience
Buc-ee's.
Exactly.
Yes, and you've never been to one, is that right?
I've never. I remember I told the story.
You drove past it?
I was driving from San Antonio to Houston late at night, and I saw the largest glow on the horizon while I'm driving on, I think it was I-10 or whatever in Texas. And I have never, ever, ever seen this type of illumination. I thought maybe it was the Trinity test site. I thought maybe J. Robert Oppenheimer was overseeing some kind of test. Turned out it was a Buc-ee's, and it was illuminated like a freaking star exploded at night. And I passed by it. I should have stopped, but I've never been to a Buc-ee's. But Fester loves this Buc-ee's thing where they have like
I'm not alone.
Everybody loves that.
Yeah, everybody. It's not just me.
All right, so
Brisket's on the board.
Yeah, I'm not the outlier here.
400 gas pumps.
That's right.
A wall of 8,000 beef jerky products.
200 ice
brisket.
Machines. A fudge factory right in the middle.
Whatever, fudge factory.
They got like all kinds of stuff.
They got, I mean, the soda where you get the little taps. They have like 80 of them.
The reason why I'm bringing this up, and they're building a Buc-ee's in Ocala, right?
Correct. Yes.
So just an hour and 10 minutes up the road. Well, the son of the Buc-ee's co-founder was just arrested on 28 felony charges in Texas.
28 felony charges.
The son of the Buc-ee's founder.
The heir?
Yeah. Mitchell Wasek, 28, was arrested, and, well, he's been arrested for felony charges of invasive visual recordings. Let me translate. Ooh. Hidden cameras trying to catch people doing stuff. Now, I don't think it was happening in the crystal clear, clean as can be Buc-ee's bathrooms.
They
but
do have some pretty clean bathrooms.
I heard you can lick the floor. I think they encourage you to lick the floor in their bathrooms. That's how clean they are.
They do.
At Buc-ee's. Yeah. So this guy's in trouble for having hidden cameras plugged into bathroom walls, but not at Buc-ee's. But you imagine 28 felony counts for the co-founder of Buc-ee's son, Michael Wasek, 28 years old. So I thought it was 28 years old, 28 felonies. Hey,
you know what? It works out.
Yeah.
And well, not quite the 27 Club, because, the 27 Club is...
When you die at 27.
Yeah, all those celebrities that have checked out. But he's in the 28 Club.
You made it. Wow. You figure you're an heir to Buc-ee's. You're going to be almost billionaire, right? I mean,
all right, 7:34 at the MJ Morning Show. Again, on this Friday broadcast, I just have so much stuff that I got to get to, including, speaking of bathrooms, you know what Charmin is doing? Charmin, the squeezable
they better not be
tissue. Charmin.
Squeezing themselves, because you're not supposed to squeeze them.
What?
Just don't squeeze the Charmin.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Okay, all right. Do they still do that?
No, right now they have dancing bears who sing about wiping their caboose.
Yeah, they've got exactly little cartoon bears that wipe their butts.
I think they had a did Charmin have that radio commercial? You're not supposed to talk about going to the bathroom, so we're going to sing about it. And they had like a jingle like
I don't recall that.
Wiping your rump, and it was I think so.
I don't remember.
You guys don't remember that?
So, what is the Charmin news? Charmin is introducing the first new toilet paper design in 100 years. I mean, this is pretty big news.
Triangular shape?
Well, actually, it's hexagonal. No, I'm kidding.
Some octagon wipes.
Octagon toilet.
That joke is funny if you picked an easier to say shape.
Yeah.
A trapezoid.
There you go.
No, here's the deal. Charmin is issuing a new design in toilet paper for the first time in 100 years. They just announced that the ultra soft rolls of toilet paper will have a new perforation line. The easy tear paper will have scalloped edges.
What do the edges look like? They're just kind of
some kind of a scalloped edge, and it apparently is going to give people an easier way to tear. So I'm trying to. So in between the perforations, the edge is going to be like scalloped, like little like cutouts, like little half circles or something. So
mine tears pretty good.
Yeah, mine does too. You know what I think they might be doing? You know what this sounds like to me?
What's that?
A disguise for shrinkflation. Because if it's scalloped, they're going to save on the material with the little gaps in the scallop.
Every little millimeter.
Yeah.
It's called smooth tear. So new Charmin Smooth Tear Ultra Soft. Charmin's vice president, Rob Reinerman.
Who's a movie maker?
That's Rob Reiner.
Oh.
Of Procter & Gamble told Fox Business that they're so excited about reinventing the square. We're very excited about the launch of Charmin Ultra Soft Tear or Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, because this is an innovation that the toilet paper category has not seen before. So, are you as excited?
I just got a report. We have that toilet paper currently.
What?
Yeah.
At your house?
Me, yeah.
Hold on. Who just texted you?
My wife
Kim?
told us we have that right now. I wiped my butt with that stuff this morning.
You know what?
That's good to know.
I'm dumping that. I don't.
He gave a medical
fact. I don't need to hear that at 7:37 in the morning.
We're only talking about Charmin.
Listen, man, I lay it all out there. Nothing but the truth from me.
So let me call your wife. Hold on a minute. So Kim just texted you that you guys have. So how do you not know that you have this?
Because I don't examine the toilet paper.
Excuse me. Let me call Kim here quickly.
Well, while you're calling Kim, I have to say, you know who needs to get this invention is paper towel dispensers. How often are you in a restaurant and you're trying to get the paper towel and you're pulling it and it's like you get half the sheet and then you get the other half. Like it's terrible perforation.
They need to take the toilet paper and apply it to easy tear paper towel.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, Kim, did you just text Froggy that you have the new Charmin scalloped edge toilet paper?
Yeah, we're sitting in the car line, and Max goes to me, we have that toilet paper.
When did it just came out like this week. When did you get it?
I got it at Costco like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
and it says scallop-shaped?
Yeah, it's like wavy when you tear it. I'm shocked that Froggy doesn't know. No one spends more time in the bathroom than him.
All right. Okay.
All right. So you guys absolutely have the new Charmin Smooth Tear toilet paper.
100%. If I was at home, I would send you a picture, but I'm
wow.
in the car line.
Oh, look
I'll
at
send
that.
you one when I get home.
Yeah, breaking news.
You know how we do it, baby. We're farting through silk over at our house.
All right. I just dumped that again.
What?
All right, Froggy, stop.
What's the matter with you? That's just it's a common phrase.
Stop your language.
It means you have silk pajamas.
All right,
I've
stop.
never heard that expression before.
All right.
I've heard a lot
It
of
means you're
expressions.
doing all right.
All right. Kim, drop the kids off. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Golly, man, you deprive the audience of some of the best stuff.
No, it still remains on MJTV. It's still on the podcast.
That's a well-known
You know what?
old school saying.
I just found it. I guess it is a saying.
Of course it is. Why don't you do a definition of it?
Roxanne,
What does it mean?
Explain it. I can't.
It
All
just
right, so it means being well off or living comfortably being able to afford
you
luxuries.
all right, Roxanne, go ahead and say the term that Froggy said.
Don't say it. I'm not going to say it.
Hold
He
on a
just
minute.
said it.
No,
MJ, you've never heard that term?
I have never heard that term in my life. All right, Froggy, don't say it.
Fine.
Let Roxanne
I'm
put
not
a
gonna say it.
put a soft female touch.
You can say it. I'll give you permission.
All right, put a soft female touch on what Froggy said that I dumped.
Since he won the lottery, he's been tooting through silk.
Okay,
No,
Jesus,
no,
man.
all right,
This is, what are
Roxanne,
you doing?
just say
Between the two of you.
I have certain words
Go
that I
back to
won't
Froggy.
say.
Just
You
say
know,
it.
Froggy said farting through silk.
I've never heard that term in my life.
How come everybody else can say it, but I can't?
Please, I want you to say it.
I'm not going to say it now. You know what? I'm not.
I don't want Roxanne said, she's floating air biscuits
Tooting.
through
All right,
whatever.
everyone, calm down.
Oh,
All right, I've
God.
never heard that
I tell
term.
my kids I don't want to hear that word.
I never heard that term in my entire life.
You live it, bro.
I've never heard. I what?
You live that
I
life.
don't.
I mean, you look up farting
I've
through
seen your
silk.
pajamas. Your silk, your sheets. Your sheets and pajamas are silk.
That's actually it's actually a very clever, hilarious expression.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm moving along, folks.
They thought it was clever in 1908 when they invented it.
Yeah.
I have new golf cart news. Do you realize, and I don't know if this got a lot of publicity, do you know that a new law went into effect on October 1st? And I see scoundrels violating this all over my neighborhood since the law went into effect. It has to do with golf carts. Do you know what happened on October 1st regarding golf carts? And you know my issue. I've got a really bad relationship with golf carts being driven on regular streets. Now, if you're in a golf cart community, that's different. But when I see a father and mother and 2 kids and 3 hanging off the back, that little shelf seat in the back of a golf cart, and they're driving across like Lois or driving across West Shore, or I see them crossing Dale Mabry on Swan right near the Trader Joe's. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you out of your minds? A golf cart hit by a regular car, a golf cart hit by a pickup truck, or a Cisco food delivery truck, whatever. You don't have a chance. And I see people on regular roads in these golf carts these days, some licensed, some not. And it's so freaking dangerous. I don't understand what's going through people's minds. First of all, allowing their kids to drive these golf carts but why would you drive with your kids on regular roads knowing how maniacal our drivers are?
There's numerous families that do it in my neighborhood every day as like just a little joyride.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand this golf cart craze. Yeah, we want to go down the street. We're going to get in a golf cart. Why don't you just get in your regular car? What is the thrill about riding in a golf? I don't get it. Anyway, this is a real sore spot, hot button for me. But listen to this. This is new. A new Florida law just went into effect on October 1st. New Florida law requires that minors driving a golf cart have to at least have a learner's permit. You cannot drive a golf cart. If you're a kid, a tween, a teen, if you don't have at least a learner's permit, it is now illegal for you to drive that golf cart on the street. New law just took effect October 1st.
I did a web post about it. You can read all about it on myq105.com.
Hold on. When did you do a web post on this?
This week.
You did?
Yeah, really. It's been a law for a couple of days now.
I didn't know that. Wow, I guess I got to go to mjmorningshow.com, right? It's also there as well.
One of the many things I do around here in addition to this.
Yeah, it was House Bill 949. It was signed by Governor DeSantis back in May. Under the bill, golf cart drivers under the age of 18 must be at least 15 with a learner's permit or 16 with a driver's license. So all the parents out there letting the 10, 12, 13-year-old kids just joyride around the neighborhood with their friends, and I see it all the time in my South Tampa neighborhood. And I see kids, I see 12, 13, they're on golf carts with all their friends crossing freaking West Shore on a golf cart. Where they are, folks, I'm telling you right now, and this is where I would encourage TPD to step up enforcement. Or I guess West Shore's that's like a state road, isn't it? West Shore, that's a numbered road, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even West Shore, which it's a 30-mile-an-hour zone. So if you look at, I'll give you an example. So just south of Kennedy on West Shore, so just below where West Shore Plaza is, you've got the Panera Shopping Center over there, the new Barnes & Noble's in there. I get my hair cut at Great Clips in there. Yeah. All right, so West Shore, just south of Kennedy, once it's 30 miles an hour, especially when you get down toward like Azeel. So Azeel and West Shore, it's 30 miles an hour, and also it goes from 2 lanes down to 1. I walk the neighborhood a lot. I see people easily doing 65, 70 miles an hour in a 30. I'm telling you, TPD could sit there with the wolf pack. They could pick people off. I mean, every minute they could write it. Every 10 seconds they could write a ticket. And then we've got kids crossing that road in golf carts, and I see it quite regularly. It's ridiculous. It's just a matter of time before we're going to have just an awful, horrific golf cart story. Parents with kids or kids and on the golf, and they're going. I'm telling you, it's coming, and I'm going to dread the day that we have to talk about that. And now there's a new Florida law that if you're under the age of 18, you have to be at least 15 with a learner's permit to drive a golf cart on the road, or 16 with a driver's license.
All right, that's a good law then, right? Okay, good.
Florida law. Oh, speaking of driving, speaking of cops, you want to hear a crazy, crazy story?
I don't know. Did it happen on West Shore Boulevard between Azeel and Kennedy?
It did not. Minneapolis.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
A police officer, a woman, issued a ticket. The guy that got the ticket recognized her from an OnlyFans page where she was making some extra coin on the side, getting it on with her husband on OnlyFans. Whoa. Listen to this. The Minneapolis Police Department is investigating an officer for her little side hustle. An OnlyFans model. She pulled over a guy that happened to be a subscriber to her channel on OnlyFans.
Is that like a dream come true for this guy?
Oh, my God.
Holy cow.
The unidentified cop who works in Minneapolis's 4th City Precinct is being probed. It literally says that. I think there was some.
She's being probed, all right.
For any policy violations that she might have committed, running the adult content subscription service while working for the department. Can you imagine you pull a guy over for speeding, you issue him a ticket, and he recognizes you because he subscribes to your OnlyFans adult channel on OnlyFans website?
Is that allowed?
Excuse me, do you know why I pulled you over? Aren't you Busty Cop 2023? I pay you $5.99 a month to subscribe to your page.
So is that going to help her?
First of all, is it illegal, MJ, for her to have an OnlyFans account while she's a cop?
Well, like I just said, the Minneapolis police, they're investigating whether it's any kind of a code or policy violation.
Must be.
Any kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
They fired teachers and stuff for that, nurses.
Yeah.
That one was a nurse.
Well, hey, Allie
McBeal.
Allie Ray. No, Allie Ray. Allie Ray is a local. We ought to call her up. I wonder if she could take our call. Maybe we'll do it later on. I'll text her and see if she's available. Yeah, Allie Ray is one of the most successful on OnlyFans with her content with her husband. And let me just share a little more here. So the driver who got pulled over said it took him 10 minutes to recognize the 35-year-old female officer as someone that he's seen over the past 5 months.
I know you from somewhere, officer. I think we've met before.
Have relations online on the site, also explicit photos. We were doing a little talking and checking, and I was like, man, she has an OnlyFans page. I'm on her OnlyFans page, and she just gave me a ticket. She told Fox 9, or he told Fox 9 in Minneapolis. This is turning into quite the little scandal. Yeah, you've got to be a VIP user, and you get to see the videos of her and her husband.
Wow.
Whoa.
And apparently they do full shebang going on.
Put it all out there.
Exactly.
There was a woman recently who was like running for some sort of local something.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I had that story.
Yeah, and she was on OnlyFans with her husband, and she got or like kicked out or whatever.
No. She, I think, running for Congress.
Oh,
yeah.
Congress.
Yeah. Fester, bring that. That's another story.
Congress.
You know what? I had
was
that.
like, let me check out this video.
You know, Froggy, I had that last week in my pile. I just never got to it. I mean, because I.
Oh, and I saw one of them.
Yeah, I over prepare, but this
is it this one?
It was. I think it was North Carolina. No, that's not it. I think it was North Carolina. No. Running for Congress. OnlyFans. I think it was North Carolina.
There we go.
And see if we can find that.
Warmers.
Nah, that's not it. That's from last. That's from April of 22.
Let me look up news.
Hit news, and it'll come up. Where's the
Congress,
story?
OnlyFans, North Carolina.
No, for whatever reason, I know the story that Froggy's talking about.
I'll look for it.
Yeah.
You type in "woman running for Congress discovered to be on OnlyFans."
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
All right, Froggy's helping refine the search. But no, that's a true story. So the Minneapolis police, they are investigating the situation to see if the word morals clause, to see if there's any kind of a violation of policy.
You know what? All the bad publicity Minneapolis Police Department's gotten over the last couple of years. Let this officer slide.
Yeah, this might be the least of their problems.
Hey, Minneapolis.
There we go, top one.
There it is.
This
There
is
it is.
the best thing to come out of your...
Yeah, we finally found the story.
Susanna Gibson?
Yeah, Virginia Democrat House candidate performed online with her husband for tips. Yeah, so
quite a looker.
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. I got it. A Democrat running for a crucial seat in Virginia. It wasn't regular Congress. It was Virginia politics.
Okay.
A Democrat running for a crucial seat in Virginia's House of Delegates performed with her husband for a live online audience and encouraged viewers to pay them tips. Yeah, Susanna Gibson, a nurse practitioner and mother of 2 children, running in a highly competitive suburban Richmond district, streamed acts on, I don't want to give out the site, but it wasn't OnlyFans. It was another site. I've seen that mentioned somewhere else as well. And I'm not going to say the word because just that's
a combination of some really nasty words.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone. Yeah.
So did she win the office?
No, I think she's dropping out.
Oh, that's too bad because this is a hell of a way to fundraise.
Yeah, very attractive. She's in the medical field. Yeah. You know, her campaign flyer has her in like blue hospital scrubs with a stethoscope around her neck.
Well, Allie Ray was she was a neonatal nurse, right?
Right. So Allie Ray, she had her little side hustle going on OnlyFans, and she was a neonatal nurse up in Boston, I think at Mass General or something. And they found out about it, and that turned into a whole thing. And she left nursing, and makes like $1 million a year now, doing the thing. But hey, listen, there was another story. I mean, there's a whole compilation of these things. There was a teacher in Missouri recently, and the latest on that, Missouri teacher placed on leave after she was found running an OnlyFans page with her husband, and she's now resigned. That's another story that's been brewing over the last week or so. About this teacher discovered, Brianna Coppage, 28, said, "I don't want to fight the school district. I'm just ready for peace. I knew that nothing was going to ever be the same if I went back, so this was my best option." Coppage, a freshman and sophomore English teacher at St. Clair High School, was suspended on September 27th after district officials got wind of her scandalous side gig, which left the community red-faced. I don't want the school to continue getting hate, she told the news outlets of her decision to step down and resign. I would like the education of students to be the primary concern and be able to return to normal. But listen, you're a high school teacher and you got an OnlyFans. I mean, once that gets out, man,
It's over. It's out.
Come on, that's how disruptive is that? So she said that she needed extra money. As a teacher, she made $42,000 a year in the St. Clair School District up in Missouri, and she said that they couldn't get by on that she needed more money, and that's why they started the OnlyFans deal. And she was making up to $10,000 a month on OnlyFans. Yeah. $120,000 a year to supplement her $42,000 that she makes as a teacher.
Nice.
So, how about that? And I think it could be time. I think it could be time for Hal Herman headlines. It's 7:55. I think now is a great time to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Hal Herman's headlines. Tampa Bay's most trusted source for news. Fox News blows. For the facts, Hal Herman knows. Tampa Bay's news leader. Hal Herman headlines. Hal Herman is on your side. Your side. More Americans get their news from Hal Herman than from any other source.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday at 7:55, it's time for Hal Herman Headlines. Hal,
where is it?
Hal, you can come in the studio now. Hal, yeah, the music's gonna end. Oh no! I can't get this on video.
How's it going? It's good to see you. I've been going hard the last few hours.
You gotta be kidding
and
me.
Andrew, I feel good.
Do you have his camera on?
I feel good.
Oh my! All right, so
what is this? What's with the cups in front of me?
All right, so Hal.
Hey, cheers, everybody!
Hal has just entered the studio wearing his Technicolor jacket. His sport is
stand up, lean against the wall, Hal.
Whoa! I got a little bit of the spinneroos.
Lean against the wall.
He's
a little bit of the spinneroonies.
He's wearing no shirt.
I gotta wet my whistle. Hang on a second.
Hey! Oh, what? Now is that a bottle of Woodford Reserve again?
Oh yeah, hang on a second. I got my tooth fell out of here earlier.
Your tooth is floating in the bottle.
God.
Hal escapes from rehab.
Wait a second, he is guzzling a bottle. What is?
No!
What is? Oh my God! He's he's wearing the Technicolor. he just collapsed on the floor.
He's out. He's out.
Hal,
Jesus, hang on a second.
Hal, get up.
What about coffee? Speedball it. Speedball it. Hal.
Sorry about that.
Hal,
Let's take some uppers, Hal.
Let's. Can we do Hal Herman headlines here, please?
He totally busted his microphone. Hold on, it's gonna be a second. All right, come on, just get Hal. Stop.
I don't know how to fix
Hal,
it.
that's like a $3,000 microphone. Just stop.
All right,
hang on.
Just stop. He knocked the microphone out of the mounting, so now he's got to try to put the micro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we start this, please?
I can't fix the mic.
Just slide it in gently. It lines up. There's lines. You have to line it up.
Hal Herman headlines.
Do it.
Oh my God! Do I?
Now tighten it. Tighten it in the back.
Now tighten it. Plug it in.
It is on.
All right, now
check 1, 2. It's on. Check. Did it work?
Yes.
All right.
It's back.
It sounds really good.
All right. It's good to be here, everybody. Woo! I'm feeling good. I had to take my Uber kicked me out 2 blocks down here because I puked in his car. So I'm a little tired.
All right, here we go.
And also, let me warn you. Last time you interjected a lot.
Yes.
I have a defense for that. I have a mechanism of defense for that.
So if I interject to correct you, you
want to know what it is?
You have a defense mechanism.
It's an interruption bomb.
What is that?
I brought them in. Look.
What?
Did you see that? It went off on his shoulder like a little bomb.
Hold on. Are those snapping pipes?
Oh, stop it. Yeah, see?
He's throwing.
You're not going to interrupt me either.
He's throwing snapping pipes.
All right,
at
now
us.
everybody's been warned. I will snap you.
Okay. We get it.
You want this right in your face?
All right.
Let's go.
Let's get the first story, please. Hal Herman headlines.
All right, Hal Herman headlines. Can I have my music, please? Thank you. A UPS Airbus 747 crashed into FedEx Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee last night, wiping out, this is so sad, the entire Chicago Bears football team as well as the Washington Redskins football team. Coaches, players, medical team, doctors, players and coaches, and players are dead. All of them. The FCC has confirmed the pilot fell ill after eating tainted fish served by a flight attendant. The Chicago Bears are actually favored to win the Super Bowl in December, so it's very, they're gonna really, it's gonna be a good one. So here we go. Get that out of here.
No, the Chicago Bears are favored to have the first round.
Wait a minute. Okay, hang on a second. No, interrupt your Bob. You want to interrupt your Bob?
Roxanne was trying to cut you off there, Hal.
Stop.
Hal.
Your first item is riddled with so many mistakes.
I don't think so. I think it was pretty dead on.
It is ludicrous. All right, first of all,
yeah,
it was not UPS. It was FedEx.
Oh, well, that's a little mistake. I mean, same thing. Tomato.
Airbus doesn't make the 747. That's Boeing.
Who knows that?
And it was not a 747. It was a 757.
Oh, God. And you pick another nit. Why don't you?
Now, the FedEx plane did not crash into FedEx Field. There was a FedEx Boeing 757 that had a landing gear problem.
Oh, my God. I'm going to hit myself.
It skidded down the runway in Chattanooga. It didn't crash.
Stop! Ouch! See, there you go. Yes. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Stop throwing these things at me.
Hal, what's your next story?
Am I allowed to go to my next story?
I don't know.
The Bears are not the Chicago Bears.
No, the Bears are all dead.
No, they're not.
As well as all actual real Bears.
And it's not the Washington Redskins anymore. It's the Washington Commanders.
What? Really?
And
my news team is going to hear it from me. That's one story.
Well, and the big thing is that the Bears are 1-4.
Yeah, the Bears finally won a game last night.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that, Pat.
And they are not favored to win the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl is not in December, it's in February.
Can I move on to more important news like celebrity love?
And wait a sec, there are no flight attendants serving fish on a FedEx flight. It's a cargo flight.
I'm pretty sure I've had carp on a flight before. I'm pretty sure.
You probably have.
I've had carp fillets plenty of times.
Probably on Alaskan Airlines.
All right, let's move into love and
hold on a second. I got to stop for the cash kitty.
No, what? You're not stopping for no goddamn cat. What cat? Get out of here! Where is it? Oh, is that a sound effect or something? You're not going to interrupt my show for some stupid, mangy, flea-ridden cat.
Hal, what's the word, Hal? What's the word for the hour, Hal?
This is very appropriate.
What's the word?
The word is high. H-I-G.
We're not making this up.
Really?
Stupid cat.
All right.
Interrupt mine. I'll kick it.
Hal, give the word again.
You did a good job,
The word is high, everybody.
Listen, let me
text it, too.
I got to do the whole spiel here.
All right.
This hour's word for the cash kitty is high, H-I-G-H, texted nationwide to 45911 before quarter after for a shot at least.
Don't tell me what to do.
For a shot at $1,000 cash.
That was a dud.
Bounced off my fat shoulder.
Text the word.
Text the word. You put me to sleep.
Text the word high to nationwide to 45911, or you can enter it on the Q105 app.
I'm going to pass out.
Or by Q105.com.
We got to hurry up.
All right, back to Hal Herman headlines.
All right.
Yeah.
Celebrity love news. Everybody knows Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce in the news. They've entered a throuple relationship. They brought another love partner into their love world, really. There's a three-way love affair going on. Does anybody want to take a guess at who they brought in to have a little sexy time with them?
Whatever it is, it's going to be erroneous.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh my God.
Yes, apparently Taylor Swift has a fetish for oversized yellow brownish teeth that stick out really far.
The little crooked Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, he's a young actor, apparently, really hot.
He's not.
Yeah,
He was young back in Reservoir Dog days.
Can I get to my celebrity love news?
All right, go ahead.
Steve Buscemi, of course, she has the fetish for the teeth. The famous throuple were seen triple kissing, just going at it, outside of Fredericks of Hollywood, where they were finding a new sexy outfit for Steve. And Taylor was seen licking his front teeth so hard as if it was quoted as saying she looked like a horse licking a salt lick. So, congrats to the new throuple, Taylor, Travis, and Steve Buscemi. There you go. Big love news. Love is in the air and in between your teeth.
All right, next item, Hal Herman headlines here on the MJ Morning Show.
The Golden Bachelor. Anybody heard of that?
Yeah, on ABC, The Golden Bachelor, the new senior citizen dating show. Yep.
The Golden Bachelor shocked America last night when he actually carjacked a disabled Civil War veteran at a 7-Eleven in Beverly Hills. He pushed him out of the 405 freeway at speeds exceeding 185 miles per hour, people. Amazing.
Oh, my God.
The van was eventually halted with stop sticks. At the request of ABC TV, he was allowed to appear on the TV show after being escorted by John and Ponch, two very important police officers with the California Highway Patrol. During the show, the Golden Bachelor held Golden Girl B. Arthur at gunpoint. Okay, I'm talking about, and she's a little taller. She actually had a gun to her head after pulling the weapon from his rectum. All right, he pulled it right out of his ass. All right, John and Punch subdued him with a taser on live TV, prompting him to go into cardiac arrest and die live on TV before a national audience. Now, with just 2 episodes of The Golden Bachelor broadcast, ABC has unfortunately canceled the show and replaced it with a reboot of Three's Company starring another hot, young, and upcoming actor, John Ritter. So, this is breaking news right there. A lot of stuff going on.
Every word of that, even like of and a, were false.
No. I'm pretty sure they were all perfectly done.
Hold on, I don't even know if I can remember everything you just said.
No, well,
but the Golden Bachelor did not carjack a Civil War veteran.
Well, I don't know if it was a veteran or maybe he was.
Who would be, 170 years old or something?
Well, listen, these days people are living a little longer with technology. You never know. Come on.
Biohacking.
For real. Who's to say?
He didn't pull a gun out of his rectum on ABC's Golden Bachelor last night.
It was one of those little mini handguns that you see.
Did you say he shot B. Arthur?
B. Arthur, actually. The star of the Golden Girl.
Was it a Civil War musket?
No, it wasn't a musket. It was actually one of those little handheld ones that you just are small. You stick it, you put it right up there.
Are we about done with
are you kidding me?
Hal Herman headlines?
Hal Herman headlines? I got 15 more stories. Let's go. Did anybody hear about what happened to Kanye West recently and his foot? Did you hear about this?
What happened to Kanye West's foot?
Kanye West was recently getting a mani-pedi by his personal manicurist, Juan. She was clipping his toes and accidentally severed his big toe as well as his pinky toe at the same time. All right, he's walking around with 3, just the middle of a foot. He looks like a crane.
What?
That led to a horrific infection, started as MRSA, then turned into gangrene. Then, unfortunately, it led to leprosy, which led to Kanye West, unfortunately, losing his left foot from the knee down.
Really?
Yes. I don't know. Leprosy is coming back. I don't know. But Kanye West, the one-legged tour is going to be coming up in next year, I believe. And that's it. He has one leg.
Hal Herman's headlines. Tampa Bay's most trusted source for news.
Is there more?
One more.
Oh, one more. One more.
This is breaking news. Right. Tupac's murderer has been caught. Now, this is crazy.
Tupac's murderer has been caught.
Now, all of this happened on the set of Family Matters in 1996. The actor Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel. All right, you remember him?
Yes.
He used to snort?
Yes.
Well-known member of the Crips is Steve Urkel. Did you know that? No, you didn't. Well, he got into a scuffle with Tupac when he brought him down to hang out with the dad, Mr. Winslow. Behind the set, they apparently got into a fight over drugs and guns. Supposedly, Urkel ended up curb stomping Tupac and choking him out with his suspenders that everybody knows he always wore.
Strangled Urkel with the suspenders?
Yeah, and Urkel was quoted as saying, "Did I do that?" All right, and that's the news. That's the headlines. I'm drunk as a skunk.
Ladies and gentlemen, another episode.
What am I going to do with all these?
Of Hal Herman's headlines.
Ow, stop it.
Throwing snapping pops at everyone.
Aren't these fun? I can't believe these are still around, right? You just squeeze them in your finger. Oh, I guess you can't do it anymore.
All right, can we move along now?
Now remember, no more interruptions from you, mister. Okay? No more. Roxanne, I'm going to give you one. All right, guys. I'm out of here.
All right, thank you. Hal Herman headlines. Always great to have you on the program.
He taught you a lesson about interrupting.
My God. All right.
Can I hang out for a little bit?
Now, bring Froggy back. He's less disruptive.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys. I don't know if we ever want to do this again.
Yes, Roxanne?
I just have to tell you, I thought Hal did such a great job that I brought in Raining Berries again for everybody for the show.
Excellent.
From South Tampa.
All right.
And the guy who brought it in is the brother of the guy who we married on the show. What a coincidence.
Are you serious?
Barry and Lisa Marie.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Brother runs the South Tampa Raining Berries.
Thanks to Raining Berries again for this is like 2 days in a row for Raining Berries.
From Raining Berries. So John is with the South Tampa location, brother of Barry. He's also Hal, a registered nurse, if Hal needs medical attention.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, come on. This is ridiculous. This is getting a lot of press right now. That Tom Brady's game-worn last jersey of his last game could go for up to $2.5 million at auction. A freaking jersey. All right, listen. Tom Brady, one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Nope. The best.
All right. The GOAT, greatest of all. Listen, there's no disputing Tom Brady and his career, his statistics. A phenomenal football player, but really, is a shirt worth $2.5 million? Come on.
It's worth whatever somebody's going to pay for.
That is true.
That's what it comes down to.
But it's just preposterous.
Listen, it's worth $199. It's worth $250. That's how much it costs to make that jersey.
Who the hell is going to bid this thing? Let me give you the story details. Again, I guess TMZ broke this yesterday, and we have some details that next month in November, RM Sotheby's and Wynn's official auction, the Wynn casinos, they're going to, I guess, have this auction for the inaugural Grand Prix in Las Vegas. So they're going to do like an auction as part of the celebration. And it's going to be Tom Brady's number 12 Bucks jersey, which was played in Tom Brady's last game on January 16th of this year, 2023. The Bucks played Dallas. It was a wild card playoff game. It was on Monday Night Football. Brady had 351 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He was intercepted. He was picked once. But the Bucks lost. So Tom Brady's last game ever, Tom Brady, they lost the wild card to the Dallas Cowboys 31-14. And now they're saying that exact jersey, the last jersey that Tom Brady ever wore in the NFL, is expected to go for up to $2.5 million. Come on, what do you do? Would this be an individual collector?
Absolutely.
What do you have this in a frame on your wall in your billiards room?
Next to your other autograph or special stuff.
Yeah, next to the Mona Lisa or something that you bought for an auction.
Right. You got to be pooping money in order to pay $2.5 million for Tom Brady's last jersey. Now, listen, good conversation piece. I get it. A storied, phenomenal career in the NFL. But, when I see something like $2.5 million for a shirt, come on.
Yeah, but it has his delicious sweat on it.
Yeah.
Maybe you could clone him somehow and take the DNA off of it.
There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, it's worth whatever people are going to pay for it. And for these novelty items, MJ, there's a really stupid money market. People pay ridiculous amounts of money for these novelty.
Yeah, my friend in high school used to have a bunch. Like her dad used to collect all kinds of stuff. That's all he cared about was like
memorabilia.
Yeah, like Lou Gehrig's autographed, thong.
How about murderabilia? You know, there are sickos out there that collect like serial killer stuff.
Oh yeah,
and it's called murderabilia.
Yeah,
that's
TV
a
show
niche.
about it.
Yep.
Yeah, Michelle and I, we just watched a great movie. What was that movie we watched?
Platform?
No.
Oh, I remember you talking about this.
No, we watched a couple of really good movies lately, and we watched. Justin Timberlake was in it, the real estate agent. What was the name of that? Oh, Reptile.
Oh,
do you know?
I love Justin Timberlake in movies.
No, I tell you, he did a really good. Have you seen Reptile?
Unless it's Trolls.
Listen, Reptile. It's on Netflix.
I was interested in it until I saw his mug on the cover.
If you want to see, we watched a couple of really good movies on Netflix lately, and I thought Reptile was good. And I don't want to. Well, it happens very early. So, real estate agent gets killed in a house that is for sale. And some sicko, like murderabilia, like murder tourists, they show up to see the house. Like this is sick. This is crazy. So in the movie, you've got this guy and woman. They show up like they're pretending that they're buyers and they want to buy the house. And while they're getting shown the house, you hear them, oh, it was right here. It was right here. And the woman lays down on the floor like where the body of the real estate agent was found, and he's taking pictures with the cell phone. And they're like getting a thrill out of recreating the murder scene. Ooh. And it's like, what? But there are people like that. There are sicko wackos that are into like this recreation, joining fan clubs, writing letters to like serial killers in prison. I mean, it's nuts.
It's a fetish.
Yeah, people get obsessed.
I told you about the time I almost got my ass kicked in South Beach when Joey B and I went to Miami, and I laid down on the steps of the Versace mansion.
Oh, that's right.
Did you really?
Yes, like, Joey, take my picture right here.
Yeah, that's right.
People are coming by. We're going to kill you. I was like, no, this is where it happened. He goes, no, you.
Gianni Versace, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's idiots like me all over the place.
Yeah, that wasn't too cool.
No. And that's a high traffic area. I'm sure you brought a lot of attention on yourself.
Says the Versace's, big deal.
Hey, I've got a warning for you. You might have an issue if you're coming back from Africa and you have a bag of giraffe poop. You might get stopped by customs and immigration.
Is that a thing?
You know, I asked myself the same thing. I mean,
skulls, horns, pelts. I mean, skins. I mean, I can understand hooves.
I've never heard of this, but this woman was stopped by Customs and Border Patrol officers at the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport last week. She was found with a bag of giraffe poop that she planned to make into a necklace.
Oh, interesting.
Does it harden that?
It must.
What?
Must be like pellety.
Oh, do you shellac it? I mean, what do you...
Is it some rare like giraffe?
Oh my God! Look at the picture of it,
dude. I'm not making this up.
Oh my!
She's got this box. I guess it was a box of giraffe poop. I mean, they look like little Italian meatballs.
I'm starving.
You can't make this stuff up. The droppings were seized by Customs and Border Patrol officers on September 29th. The woman was coming back from Kenya. And she declared the animal droppings.
So when you declare it, it's a much lesser charge.
I declare, I declare I have some giraffe poop.
I do declare.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Whatever the heck that's from, I'm trying.
You're doing Foghorn Leghorn.
Roxanne's doing a Southern Belle.
But she's doing, Gone with the Wind.
I do declare.
You guys are both doing different characters.
I do declare. I've got giraffe poop I want to declare.
Oh, Governor. Oh, God. There's a box of giraffe crap.
So she told the Customs and Border Patrol officials that she obtained the giraffe poop while on her trip, her safari in Kenya, and she was bringing it back to make a necklace. The giraffe poop was taken and destroyed by steam sterilization by USDA protocol. They have a steam sterilizer, I guess, at the airport.
Oh, my gosh. Look at MJ. Here's the box.
I know.
No, I understand. But then they have a picture of a Sharpie.
Yeah.
And it's a brown Sharpie.
Yeah, well, the Sharpies there, I think, should show size context. So,
but it's brown?
There's a real... Listen to this. Dude, I'm being serious here.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about the giraffe poop, seriously.
There is a real danger with bringing fecal matter into the United States, said LaFonda D. Sutton-Burke, the Customs and Border Protection Director, Field Operations for the Chicago Field Office. If this person had entered the U.S. and had not declared these items, there is a high possibility a person could have contracted a disease from this jewelry and developed serious health issues. Who would say, oh, man, I want to buy giraffe poop jewelry? I wonder how many people go into I do endorsements. I do live commercials for International Diamond Center, IDC. I wonder how many people go into IDC and say, yeah, I'm looking for a giraffe poop necklace. Do you happen to have that?
I wonder if you could make it with any African animal.
I mean, this is crazy stuff.
I mean, you have to petrify it. I mean, it has to be really hard.
Can you make like a rhino poop belt?
I've never heard of this in my life.
Dope.
I mean, I wanted to see a big giant dung beetle when I was on safari in Africa. I was not successful.
Well, you got to look for dung.
But here's the deal. Animal droppings that you bring from Africa could contain African swine fever, classical swine fever, Newcastle disease, foot and mouth disease, swine vesicular disease.
That doesn't sound good, whatever it is.
Someone brought up that people buy perfume and cologne with whale vomit. Remember when that was a thing?
No, whale vomit, that's a component.
Right.
It's the whale vomit is I guess a component in making perfume.
But it's very expensive.
It is.
One guy thought he hit the lottery. Some poor guy in some island nation thought he hit the lottery because he found a big chunk of whale vomit on the beach.
But it turns out to be something else. But I know that we've talked about this in the past. There have been people that have found washed up piles of whale vomit, and it's worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine you're walking on the beach. All right.
You need to get a whale and just feed him Epicac every day. Come on, Moby Dick.
I'm rich.
Look at that. Look at that. $800,000 right there.
Do it again.
But seriously, there have been stories of people just taking a jog on the beach early morning hours, and they stumble across a pile of whale puke, and it's worth a fortune. Festa, do me a favor. Go to Wiki. Just do a Google search. So I can. All right, here we go.
Yeah, this is the one I think I'm talking about.
Yeah, whale vomit whale vomit windfall could net Thai fishermen up to $1.2 million. Substance. Oh, here's ambergris. That's right. Substance made by sperm whales is known as ambergris and can be sold for up to $40,000 a kilogram.
How'd you like to be in the whale vomit market?
Man, I'm telling you. You got those folks with the metal detectors trying to find nickels and dimes. Go find whale vomit, all right?
Find a whale and kick him in the gut.
Make a fortune. Stop, Froggy, stop it, please.
Okay, you won't kick a whale and make him puke?
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, well, walk
he
up to
won't even feel it. He's a whale.
Walk up to a big sperm whale and give him a kick.
Yeah. So this story is the guy found a piece of whale vomit weighing about 30 kilograms, and it could be worth up to $1.2 million. For 30 kilograms of whale vomit worth over $1 million.
Some sort of business there.
Yeah.
Where can we find some whales, dude?
Yeah. And it's used in the perfume business. So here's the deal. Sometimes these parts move into the whale's intestine. The substance is produced by sperm whales, which eat large quantities of cephalopods, such as squid and cuttlefish, and usually vomit out indigestible elements such as beaks and pens. Sometimes these parts move into the whale's intestines and bind together slowly, becoming a solid mass, which grows inside the huge mammal over many years. The whale then vomits out the mass, which solidifies and floats on the surface of the ocean. It has a foul smell at first, but after driving out, it develops a sweet, long-lasting fragrance, making it a sought-after ingredient in the perfume industry. I'm not making this stuff up. This is real stuff here.
Okay, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
This is disgusting. I'm going to say it, though. Imitation vanilla is made from beaver anal gland oil.
Oh, my God. I'm so hungry.
Are you serious? That's why I only use real Madagascar vanilla beans.
Not me.
And real Madagascar vanilla bean extract in my vanilla ice cream.
I get my fake vanilla right from the source. Just a beaver's ass right over right over the mixing bowl.
Oh, God. I think I'm going to puke.
Oh, my God. All right. Anyway, listen, you never know. You never know what you're going to hear on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, Michelle and I, we did something great yesterday afternoon. Did you see my pictures of us on the naval vessel?
No.
You did. It's on
I saw it.
It's on my Instagram. Go check, folks. Go check out my Instagram and like it. Listen, I don't care if you like
If you like it.
I don't care. I don't care if you're. I'm not a like monger.
But you are a follower monger.
Yeah. Well, listen. If I've always been honest about this, if I were not on radio, I would have no social media. I'm only on social media, and I've kicked Twitter to the curb. I mean, I don't post on X anymore. I mean, that platform is shrinking up and shriveling up and dying. But I do use Instagram. That's my number one thing. However, if I did not do this radio show, I would have absolutely zero zilch. Not a social media. I only have social media to engage with the audience and use it as a promotional tool.
You would have to use LinkedIn, though.
So hold on a second. Is this a new ship?
Yeah, so this is a great story. Now, the last day to tour this is going to be today, I believe. It's going to be commissioned tomorrow. I don't know if they're offering tours tomorrow during the commission of the ship, but this doesn't happen often. A brand new naval destroyer, a brand new 500-foot ship is being commissioned at the port of Tampa, where it's tied up right now at Pier 150 off of, what is that, 20th down there? And the ship is here at least through Saturday, because tomorrow it gets commissioned at 10 a.m., and it's the latest naval vessel, a brand new destroyer to enter the U.S. naval fleet, and it's fantastic. The name of the ship is the USS Jack H. Lucas, who was a World War II war hero, and it's a DDG 125. It's an Arleigh Burke class destroyer, and it's at the port of Tampa right now, and they've been offering tours since Tuesday. Tours will happen again today, starting at 12:30 until 4, but it's first come, first served, and we actually saw some people that arrived before 4 o'clock, and they couldn't make it. So if you want to go aboard the ship and get a tour of this destroyer, get there early to try to get there right when they open up at 12:30 at Pier 150. But it was great. The crew was fantastic. Everyone was so friendly. It was just cool, just walking on this, like, it had that new ship destroyer smell. Because it was just released. It was just delivered by the Ingalls Shipbuilding, which is in Pascagoula.
That's in Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Okay.
And let's see if Froggy happens to know anything about Pascagoula, Mississippi. Let's see.
Yeah, the Jimmy Buffett song, Pascagoula Run.
That is correct. But what is even more significant isn't...
What?
Wasn't...
Jimmy Buffett?
From...
Mississippi?
Wasn't he from Pascagoula? I think he might have been from there, actually.
Yeah, I think.
So the ship was built in Mississippi.
I got it right.
And it took a stop here in Tampa for the commissioning tomorrow and the tours, and then it's going to roll to San Diego. So this ship is going to be San Diego based, and it was just awesome. And I have 10 pictures, which is the max. You want to see me standing in front of the giant gun at the front of the ship, the giant cannon?
It's pointed right to your head.
Yeah, so I'm standing right in front of this giant gun. Michelle took this picture. You got the superstructure and the bridge right behind me and the gun. It's really cool. Then I've got pictures of CO's chair, the commanding officer's chair up on the bridge. Just a bunch of cool pictures if you want to see it. And they're on my Instagram right now. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And Michelle and I had a blast going to check this thing out.
I don't know if I'd use the word blast.
We had a great time. It was fantastic.
Say, it's a destroyer.
I felt very very patriotic yesterday.
Good for you.
Touring this naval vessel.
Is anybody singing like a Lee Greenwood song in the background?
Proud to be an American.
That's the only song you hear.
God bless the USA, right?
Uncle Sam top hat.
Yeah. All right. Every one of you sent me the pizza story. Every single one. Fester, Froggy, who sends me nothing, sent it to me.
You're welcome.
Roxanne sent it to me, I think, 7 times. Andrew, our producer, sent it. And it was about the average pizza consumption.
Oh, yeah, I sent that to you.
Yeah, 5 times. And Roxanne's like, hey, MJ, do you fulfill these stats?
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. It's,
more pizza putts talk.
You gonna call me the pizza putts?
I'm trying to really brand that to you and your pizza stuff.
Yes.
The pizza putts page,
yeah.
your YouTube page.
There's a new survey out, and the survey says that the average person can eat over 5 slices of an entire pizza by themselves in a single sitting. The average person eats pizza 3 times in any given month, and the average person eats the equivalent of 180 slices in a year. And every single one of you asked me, hey, MJ, do you think you eat 180 slices in a year? And then the link to the story. I don't think so, to be quite honest. I love pizza. I am a pizza-holic. I am a pizza critic. I have mentioned on many occasions that I only find about 4 to 5% of pizza acceptable, regardless of the genre, whether it's a New York slice, whether it's a New York coal-fired, whether it's a Neapolitan, a nice wet center that you eat with a fork and a knife, whether it's a Detroit style. I'm not a huge fan of Chicago deep dish. That's more like cake with cheese and sauce.
Excellent.
But I love Roman pizza. The tag. I love a lot of different pizzas, and I categorize different types of pizza. Like, listen, Michelle and I. Listen, you've heard me talk about some of the. My son's on too.
Okay.
All right, hang on. Julian, my son, calling from NYU up in New York. Yes, Julian. Good morning.
I don't think you can eat enough pizza. The other day, I crushed an entire Joe's pie.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on, Julian. Hold on.
I thought you were talking about your dad.
Yeah, listen, Julian, the slice of the pie, was it the 12-inch slice or the huge slice? Or was it like
it is? We're talking about a full New York style pie.
Dude, it's an 18 to 20 inch pie. It's a house pie. It's a slice pie. So Joe's Pizza, which is Joe's Pizza is fantastic.
So you ate 8 slices, Julian?
Joe's Pizza is the quintessential New York slice, and Joe's
the only slice you should be eating.
Well, Joe's does a great. Joe's is on Carmine. And it's so convenient that Julian's dorm at NYU is like a couple of blocks away from Joe's on Carmine in the West Village. Right on Carmine and Bleecker is where they are, and bordered by 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas. But Joe's is a great slice. Julian, you ate a whole pie?
I downed an entire pie.
Julian, you're gonna get
fat. They know me in there now.
Oh, no.
And Julian, listen.
You're going to turn out to look like Fester.
Julian is skinny as a rail. Julian's body fat is probably, 8%, if that.
That's why it doesn't make sense. You ate so much.
Well, think about the competitive
eaters. I can just eat whatever, and just my metabolism just goes through it.
All right. Let's see what that's like when you're 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, MJ, also the size of the slices. Like if I went to Colony Grill.
And by the way,
there's 6 slices on that pie.
Right? Yes. So Michelle and I were at Colony Grill on Wednesday night.
So I can knock out
Michelle and I's date night out was Colony Grill on Wednesday night.
Fantastic.
Which one did you go to?
We went to Midtown in Tampa. So Fester, you were saying?
Doesn't matter. No, yes, I knock out 2 of those Colony pizza pies. Right? That's 12 slices.
You can knock out 2 of those?
Yes. I mean, it takes me a minute.
Me and Fesh used to go eat pizza all the time back in the day, and I've seen him eat like pizza and then have like a half a pizza after.
Yeah, after the radio show back in the day, me and Froggy would go to West Shore Pizza. We'd order a large. We'd start at one end, and we'd meet in the middle, Lady in the Tramp style.
You can eat. He can eat a lot.
I can eat.
You want to hear my pizza confession?
Yes.
Ooh, pizza.
When I was in like 7th and 8th grade, and I think I was going through a growing spurt then, I would be so hungry and I would love pizza so much. I would tell my mom I was sick and I needed to stay home from school, and she'd let me stay home by myself because I was in 7th and 8th grade, like just rest while she went to work. And I would order a pizza and eat a large pizza and eat the whole thing myself.
You're wow.
And I just did it because I love pizza.
If you want to start Roxanne's eating disorder journey,
no,
you start right there.
I know
Roxanne, you don't have an eating disorder, do you?
That was a joke.
Listen, that's a serious thing, but to answer your question, no, I love food.
Yes.
So people know how serious I am about my pizza. And locally, Sardo's does a great job. Good Brooklyn slice at Sardo's on Ulmerton. I've really begun to fancy and discovered Sadie's Pizza in South Tampa. On Dale Mabry, just a block or so south of Kennedy on Dale Mabry, right next to Batteries Plus or Batteries and More. Sadie's does a great New York slice. There's a Nona Slice House. I tried Nona for the first time,
in Safety Harbor,
month and a half ago in Safety Harbor, and we tried all 3: the New York style, the Detroit style, and the Neapolitan. And we ordered, all 3 were great. Fantastic. The Colony Grill. That is the classic Stamford, Connecticut bar pie. It's that thin, crispy, wafer-thin and I love it. So I love all the different categories of pizza. Not as much the Chicago deep dish.
See, I love Chicago deep dish. That's my favorite.
That's a crime. That is an actual crime.
I knew you were going to have a fit about that, Julian. But I love, oh my God, Gino's East.
It's cake.
Yes, it is.
We can call the cake girl and have her make a cake.
Right. Yeah, it's like that cornmeal, like the sausages are so thick on it, and it's gooey. It's like lasagna on a pizza. It's like lasagna, not pizza.
It is like eating a loaf of bread. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Julian. Say it again.
Do you put pineapple on pizza, Roxanne?
Okay, I got a story for you with that.
No, we don't.
Pizza divas, dude.
All right, you know what? We're done.
Listen, Julian.
Julian's cutting you off.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Julian's going to shut off your mic remotely. Turn Roxanne's mic up remotely from New York. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Rox.
Julian, I've never been a weirdo ham and pineapple, or excuse me,
Hawaiian
ham and
pizza.
pineapple, Hawaiian pizza.
Right.
I've never been one of those weirdos, right? But someone introduced me to sausage and pineapple. Now you're talking.
No, we're not.
That's good.
No.
It's really, really, really good.
Negative. Pizza should be cheese, maybe pepperoni, but it's got to be the curled up cups of like the real good pepperoni, not like, crap out of a plastic bag on the supermarket shelf.
Gosh.
All right, Julian, I got to roll, buddy.
All right, absolutely. I'll see you guys later.
But the point is, I don't think that I eat the number of I love pizza. I eat a lot of pizza, but I don't think there's any way that I'm getting close to that number of, what was it? 180 slices a year.
That's like one slice every other day.
No, there's no way I do 180 slices a year.
Let's start counting.
I don't think there's any way that occurs.
You need like a pizza pedometer.
Hey, I've got a great idea. I saw, and Andrew, our producer, is probably well aware of this, that, I guess the Disney park attendance has been going down. So attendance at Disney, I guess it's not as strong as they want it to be. And now Disney is slashing the price of kids' tickets to $50 or as low as $50 for a kid's ticket in order to try to jack up ticket sales. Because, listen, one of the things that happens when you have a lot of inflation and people are shelling out more money for food and gas and power bills and just the fact that inflation has whacked us, one of the things that people start doing without are some of the luxury items and maybe going to theme parks. So Disney apparently is starting to slash prices, and kids' tickets can be had as low as $50 from October 24th. So not right now. So from October 24th, so a couple of weeks from now, parents can buy tickets for Disneyland for as little as $50 each, as well as Disney in Orlando. So both Disney locations.
What ages? You say kids like under 6 or under 15 or what?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, so kids tickets.
Kids at heart.
Is that like under 11 or under 10? What? Hey, Andrew, what's the story on that as far as? But my idea is, I have a great idea.
What is it?
Shorty Shane.
Yes.
We get Shorty Shane. We do an experiment. 3 through 9. So kids are at Disney. Kids are classified as 3 through 9 for the $50 ticket. Shorty Shane, our good little friend. We ought to, maybe like put him in a stroller and see if we can get the kid ticket for him.
Or put him in a wagon. Just bring him in like in a wagon.
Yeah, like a little radio flyer.
Yeah.
They don't allow that. Does Disney allow you to bring your own strollers, or you have to? Know. Or you have to? You can. You can bring your own
stroller.
Because I know they have their own strollers you can rent in the park. You see those.
You park your own stroller before every ride.
But we ought to get Shorty Shane in and see if we can get him in on the 3 through 9 ticket. I mean, listen, Shorty Shane is about the height of a 3-year-old, right?
Boy.
I'm thinking this could be great video. This could be great social media. Can Shorty Shane get into Disney on one of the discounted kids tickets?
No. 2 and under are free. Let's put him in a bonnet. We're going to put his ass in a stroller.
With a rattle and a pacifier. Oh, you want to call him up and see? Let's try to make this happen. Hey, we talked about this on the show. Folks, I warned you about this months ago. And Roxanne, you sent me, I'm very disappointed in you, Roxanne.
Oh, what are you disappointed about me for now?
I am very disappointed in you because we've brought...
are you disappointed because I send you prep every night of my life, even when I'm on vacation? Are you disappointed because I'm very consistent?
You're consistent.
Yes, exactly.
Consistency.
Yes. Is that why?
Can I get a word in edgewise?
Continue.
By the way, in a few minutes, I'm going to talk about my experience with a psychic. No, I'm kidding. All right, so...
Oh, boy. Backlash on that one.
All right, so... All right.
Oh, by the way, people are asking... I do have to say, some of the texters are like, you and MJ don't like each other. And so I've had to explain to a lot of the texters, I'm like, no, we adore each other.
That is not
we adore
true.
each other.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
The hate isn't true and the adore isn't true either. But
no,
it's somewhere
I
in the
do.
middle.
I do. Like off air, I do. And
Adore?
on air, I do too, because this place gives me a great opportunity to release my aggression, and I can go and be nice to everybody else for the rest of the day.
I like Roxanne immensely. I love working with Roxanne. Folks, don't confuse the fact that I just don't buy into the psychic BS.
Yeah, don't even start.
But
don't even start.
I'm sorry. I can't sit here and pretend like I believed it when I... All right.
Yeah, you belabored that point. Make this point. We like each other.
All right. But I'm a little disappointed in you.
Oh, gosh.
You sent me prep last night, and yes, you're very diligent about sending ideas and prep and links to stories that might be interesting for the show. Mm-hmm. But you sent the story on jugging last night, and you said, hey, did we talk about this on the show? I'm not sure if we... Roxanne, we talked about jugging months ago, and I warned folks that jugging is happening in other parts of the country, and I warned folks on this very MJ Morning Show that it's going to start happening here. I talked about jugging on this show before it ever happened locally.
I thought.
And now we have a major breaking story of jugging that happened in Plant City.
Why is it called that?
I don't understand why it's called jugging, but it is.
It's weird. No, I knew I'd heard it before, and I couldn't remember. Did I hear it on this show, or did I hear it somewhere else?
So,
and then I knew we talked about butt chugging on this show.
No,
then I was like, well, maybe I've conflated the terms.
No.
But no, I knew that was a possibility. Did you also read the other part of my?
Well, hang on. We talked about butt chugging because Julian, in his last year at high school up in Connecticut at his boarding school, they brought in like some drug and alcohol motivational speaker, and the guy did 15 minutes about what butt chugging was.
That's practically a comedy routine.
Like the headmaster's like, what?
Hey, everybody, how you doing tonight?
But jugging, don't confuse the two. Don't conflate, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't conflaterate.
I was conflating.
Jugging, which if you listen to the MJ Morning Show, you know we talked about this months ago before we had cases locally, and I warned folks that, hey, it's just a matter of time before it comes here. And then you look at the story from Channel 8's website. Plant City Police investigating case of jugging, urge public to be alert. I urged you to be alert months ago on the MJ Morning Show, and this dude that just got ripped off sideways, maybe he was listening to the MJ Morning Show. We're big in Plant City. Good morning, Plant City. We appreciate you listening to the MJ Morning Show. So what is jugging? Jugging is when somebody observed you leaving a bank with money or an envelope which they suspect is money, and then they follow you, and then they steal it. So here's a story from Channel 8. The Plant City Police Department is looking to identify a suspect who was caught on camera committing a vehicular burglary in an apparent case of jugging. When that person leaves or gets in their vehicle, the criminal will then follow them to a second location. And in our case, locally, the person left the vehicle, and once the vehicle was unsecured, the suspect broke in and took the money. This is Captain Al Van Dyne, D-U-Y-N-E, with the Plant City Police Department. Police said a witness was sitting in their vehicle within the Strawberry Hill Plaza, saw a Hispanic male use an unknown object to break the left rear window of the victim's gray pickup truck. After breaking the window, the police said the suspect climbed into the vehicle through the broken window. Police said the witness started filming the incident with their cell phone. They know the vehicle. It was a Honda Pilot. They've got the license plate. Now, how tough is it going to be to find this guy unless it was a stolen vehicle? So, witness captured the video of the suspect exiting the vehicle from the left rear window, carrying a yellow envelope, which police said contained money. The witness also recorded the video of the suspect leaving the area in a silver Honda Pilot SUV with Florida license plate Bravo 5 Delta November Zebra Frank or Foxtrot.
You're making me think now.
B5D NZF,
Thank you.
Silver Honda Pilot. That's the jugger. Police said that prior to arriving at the plaza, the victim withdrew money from a nearby bank, may have been followed from the bank by the suspect to that shopping center, saw the guy leave, the package was in the car, the guy busts into the car, steals the money. That's jugging. When they follow you from the bank to steal the money that you just took out, or even at an ATM, that's jugging. Warned you about this months ago, and boom, here's a case out of Plant City. I hope us telling the story didn't plant the story in the head of the guy in Plant City.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, you sit around. Hey, guys, I was listening to this great morning show, and I'm telling 3 people a day. So I want to tell you guys about jugging. I heard it. Hey, what do you say we jug this guy right here?
Hey, you know about Momo the monkey?
Was that a joke?
What?
Momo the monkey? Sounds like something you'd use in a crank call.
All right. Momo the All right, folks, let me take a quick break. All right, this wraps up an hour and 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ Morning Show entertainment.
Isn't that an insult?
What?
You Momo.
It is. Right. If you don't know about Momo the monkey, I'll tell you about Momo. You got to hear about Momo. It's a pretty funny story. Also, the 7 words. If you hear these words from your guy, it means they're cheating on you. So, ladies, women, if you hear these 7 words from your guy, he's cheating on you. Hang on. I'll explain it all next and a whole lot more. We got another, you see the latest on Ozempic? We did an Ozempic segment yesterday. No. This is not like side effects or whatever. No. This food companies, restaurant, everywhere, they're getting nervous. They're getting bleep over Ozempic, and we'll explain why. So obviously we have a lot of stuff in the next segment. Don't move. We're back in minutes. Also, we have Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets to give away next hour in the 9 o'clock hour. I have the 9:10 must-hear story coming up. Folks, it is crucial and essential that you don't stop listening now, that you always continue to listen to us however you can do it. On the app, streaming on your phone, desktop computer speaker, regular radio. Make sure you keep listening to us in the 9 o'clock hour. And I have the 9:10 must-hear story of the day also coming up. And if you ever rent from Airbnb or you are an Airbnb renter, you got to hear this. 9:10 must-hear story coming up in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. 8:40. this version of Baby I Love Your Way. I always thought that Big Mountain did a phenomenal job. It's I don't know, just kind of gets you going. It's kind of singing along. I like the orchestration. So Big Mountain, all these years later, good job, guys. Good gold star. Good job, guys. All right, 8:59 at the MJ Morning Show, and I just stumbled into Froggy and Fester having a fight. Fester's all ticked off because
it's not a fight, and we don't have to get into this and break down the fourth wall.
Yeah, listen, I'm not looking to get into it. I'm just.
He was pissed though. He flicked me off. He said
slighted.
He said "F you" to me in the hallway.
Hang on.
Well, who's the editor?
Let me explain what's going on.
MJ's the editor.
Oh well, then
I didn't edit anything. Fester apparently offered some story suggestions to Hal Herman for Hal Herman headlines about an hour ago. And apparently Hal Herman completely shunned Fester and didn't do any of Fester's Hal Herman headline suggestions.
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
None of my stories make it.
If it makes you feel any better, I sent one story that he didn't do.
Here, look. Read yours and let's see.
I'm not going to read it.
Just
I don't
read
want to read it.
Here, MJ, you want to read it?
I don't want to read it. No, and you guys are going to mock it now.
No,
Make
we're
it look
not.
like it's unfunny.
All right, so this is the story that
Fester submitted to the editor for the Hal Herman News.
Hal Herman has to read it because part of the delivery, I'm writing it in Hal Herman's voice.
He's passed out in the green room.
Yeah. So Fester gives this story idea to Hal Herman for headlines about an hour ago, and Hal just, pooped all over it. Just didn't ignored
even do it.
Like it's a ghost.
There's two of them, actually.
Yeah. Oh, two of them.
I wrote two of them.
Okay, let's hear him. Let's hear him.
All right. The first, and you know what? The first one is Dick Butkus. And actually, we discussed this earlier in the show. This was in the first hour of the program. I think Hal Herman and Froggy, they off Dick Butkus.
We brought up Dick Butkus already.
Yeah. So Froggy, out of nowhere, like 2 weeks ago, mentions Dick Butkus. Here's the excerpt. Listen.
Kim Kardashian, everybody knows who she is, right?
Kim Kardashian, yes.
She has finally done it. She left her fiance, NFL star Dick Butkus, after they were together for years and years.
Dick Butkus has never been mentioned on this program. Froggy mentions Dick Butkus in the whole Hal Herman segment a week ago. And we get word that Dick Butkus died yesterday at the age of 80. Rest in peace. One of the greatest football players of all time. Linebacker, Chicago Bears, whole career. In fact, I think his whole career was in Illinois.
He went to the University of Illinois, yeah.
College career, NFL career, everything. His whole football career, he never left the state of Illinois. I don't think as an adult or ever in his life he ever left the state of Illinois.
He once got to the Mississippi River but refused to cross.
If Steve Buscemi dies tomorrow, we're in trouble.
Yeah. So, folks, what do you think about that? That Froggy Hal Herman brings up Dick Butkus a week ago and he's dead a week later? I mean, come on.
Curse.
We've never mentioned Dick Butkus on this show ever. And the first time, and then he's dead within a week.
He has a funny name.
Had a lot of psychic and medium talk this week. And
come on, let's hear Fester's stories.
Listen, I'm almost over it.
Guys,
so don't bring it up.
You said F you to me.
I did. I had to get it out because it's screwed up that you don't do my stories.
Guys. I've got Momo the monkey to talk about.
I know, we got
okay?
Momo.
I got Momo.
Fester's a Momo.
Both you guys are Momos.
You want me to read the Hal Herman story?
Yeah, read it.
You got to read it like Hal.
All right, Fester submitted the story. Hey, legendary hockey player.
Okay, that's not Hal. That's not Hal.
All right, just read it.
That's like Slappy the Clown.
I'm going to read it normally.
We'll imagine if it's Hal.
Legendary hockey player Dick Butkus kicked the bucket yesterday. Butkus was best known for having a sexual relationship with a bear and killing
a lion.
And what is the V there for?
That's an arrow because I forgot like a word. You have
and for
killing a lion.
And for killing a lion with his bare hands.
See?
After his decorated hockey career and after having divorced the bear. What? This is awful.
I think you're like maybe trying to be too smart for the room.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe too cutesy-wootsy. I don't know.
No, this is too, Roxanne. This is too dumb for the room.
Are
what
you
do you mean
kidding
too?
me?
This is
too dumb for Hal Herman news.
He's trying to overlap the football. I get it. I get it. The Bears, the Lions.
Who wrote the story that the punchline was Steve Buscemi? All right? That's a terrible writing.
Fester.
Who wrote the story about,
Fester.
a UPS plane hit FedEx Field?
Fester.
You don't get
Even drunk Hal Herman can recognize a crappy story.
Read the punchline.
It gets worse.
So he killed a lion with his bare hands after his decorated hockey career and after he divorced the bear.
Right.
Butkus directed and produced a series of... What?
See, I can't say that.
I can't read this.
Some kind of...
Look at you. I've never seen you laugh so much.
No, I can't say this.
See, I would have got dumped.
This is a sexual fetish. I can't say that.
Okay, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Name the movie.
I want to see it.
No.
You son of a bitch.
No.
Why can't I see it?
All right, here, put the pieces back together.
Go to the next one.
Just whisper it to me, Fester. Thank you.
No, I'm not.
It's quick.
Guys,
oh my God.
What was that?
Garbage can fell over here.
No, something else fell too. Something else broke.
All right, here's our new TV didn't fall off the wall, did it?
No.
All right. So here's the second story, which Hal Herman rejected from Fester. Big happenings in the House this week. The International House of Pancakes ousted their leader, Sir Paul McCartney. Oh, this is awful.
That's kind of funny.
That's funny. That's good stuff.
I kind of like.
Representative Meat Gaze led the crusade against Sir Paul.
Yes.
All the while wearing no pants so everyone could meet gaze. You're talking about
see what I mean? Trying to be too cutesy wootsy.
Read the whole sentence. So he wore no pants so everybody could meet gaze. Meet gaze is meat.
We get it. Yeah, but that's not how Hal does it.
This is awful.
That's
Fester.
great. That's A+ stuff.
Fester, this is awful. And of course, Meat Gaze is Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz from Florida's 1st congressional district.
This is an intelligent man's writing here.
Oh, that's what you meant by Meat Gaze? Matt Gaetz?
You didn't know his name was Matt Gaetz?
You want to have a Matt Gaetz joke?
Don't get me started on that guy. All right, anyway.
I sent him one about Angelina Jolie transitioning to a unicorn that obviously didn't make it.
Yes.
Well, guess what?
That's the highbrow
Guess what?
standard.
I am transitioning right now to Momo the monkey.
Please.
All right? Yes. Momo the monkey. Momo the monkey chugged beer and broke into a home and led Indianapolis cops on a 24-hour chase. Momo the monkey.
Would you like to touch my monkey?
Yeah, nearly a 24-hour-long search for this escaped monkey finally ended yesterday, but he stole beer and chugged beer, broke into a vacant house, caused injuries. Momo was finally safely grabbed by his owner's brother after he broke into a home still under construction. Officers hot on the tail, not the trail, of Momo the monkey, quickly shut the doors, forced Momo into the bathroom where he was cornered. Nothing like a beer-chugging monkey, huh?
Would you like to touch my monkey?
I'm looking at Momo. I've never seen this kind of monkey. What kind of monkey is Momo?
It's not a capuchin monkey,
No,
right?
Is it a macaque?
It's not a macaque or a macaque or it's not. It's but I've never seen. It looks like a bobcat monkey.
What?
Yes, it has a really
Hold on,
long
Andrew.
tail.
Is it a hybrid?
Andrew, hold on. Turn your microphone on. Andrew's in the producer's booth. What kind of monkey is?
A Patas monkey, Patas.
A Patas? I never heard of this monkey. And it looks like sort of like a cross between a monkey and a bobcat.
So
that sounds horrific.
According to news sources.
And actually, the dude that did Family Feud years ago, what's his name?
Louis Anderson?
Yeah, Louis Anderson.
Hey,
According to the Southwick Zoo, Momo is a Patas monkey, the planet's fastest primate, and can move up to 34 miles per hour.
You know what? I said bobcat, more like a cheetah. It's like a cross between a monkey and a cheetah. Mm-hmm. Momo the monkey.
Momo. What a great name.
Stole a 6-pack of beer and it was. How did the monkey know how to pull the flip tops on the beer and is drinking the beer?
Opposable thumbs, bro.
That is.
Monkeys are really smart.
Yeah, and alcoholic.
All right, we'll get to the 9-10 must-hear story of the day momentarily, but first, Roxanne.
Yes.
7 words that show your guy is cheating on you.
All right, let me think.
So let me ask you a question. Now,
leaving for a golf trip with friends. Okay. Screwed.
Roxanne, how many times a year does Dig Dug, your husband now, how many times a year does he say those words, I'm leaving on a golf trip with friends?
I know he travels a lot for business.
Did you just go?
I did.
And Doug. How many times a year?
Oh, he just prepared me for babe.
Another one?
I got a lot of travel coming up. I just want to warn you.
Roxanne,
Month of October.
You are without him more than you're with him in the course of a year.
Absence makes the heart go fonder.
It's weird because I travel and my stuff is booked like a year in advance. Like I know where I'm like his stuff seems very last secondy.
Yeah.
Very last secondy.
It is. That's a topic for discussion.
Is a
around our
bank
house.
account in Sweden like the Wolf of Wall Street?
I do always.
Hold on, Froggy. I think it's Switzerland, not Sweden.
We recommend 10 minutes of chit chat before business.
All right.
I do always say I don't care how much you travel. I do not care. I just want to know a week in advance. Is that too much to ask?
So he just drops it on you?
He drops it on
just,
me.
Like with 24 hours to go, hey, by the way, I'm leaving for a 4-day golf tournament tomorrow?
It's not like that. I mean, it's usually like...
It sounds like that.
It's kind of work related.
All right, Roxanne, have you ever heard these words?
Mm-hmm.
The 7 words are, and according to an expert, you hear these words from your guy, he's cheating on you. So if you ever hear a guy use the phrase, quote, go ahead and believe what you want.
About what, though? What if you're watching a show about flat Earth?
Was that 7 words, right? Let me make
sure.
Go ahead and believe what you want. Yeah, 7. So it's 7 words. So if a guy says that, yep. So if you confront them, hey, are you cheating on me? Or you're away a lot, and if the guy says, go ahead and believe what you want.
All right, I get
if they use those words, that is like a guarantee that they are cheating their butts off on you.
Okay, so listen, I had a guy who cheated on me when I was like, my long-term boyfriend in high school and college.
Aww.
And he never said those words.
Interesting.
But he cheated his butt off on you?
Yes.
All right, it's not exclusive.
He said, believe what you will.
Thou shalt believe what thou shalt.
All right, it is now. You know what I need? Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Have our voice guy do this big fanfare hoopla. Now, time for the 9-10 must-hear MJ Morning Show story of the day.
Yes, more over the top, the better.
Yeah, let's get that going for next week, would you please? So get that over to Rick, our program. Oh, he's angry at me.
Why?
Yeah, Rick.
Really angry?
Yeah.
Or just like...
well, I detected a tone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What happened?
At least he talks to you.
Well, it was an email tone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen, I've had a good relationship with this dude.
I think I met him once.
Yeah, ever since Ted got canned, the new dude Rick, I've had a good relationship, but I think I might have soured that. I might have wrecked it yesterday.
Oh well, it only it's
a matter of time.
Honeymoon period.
Hang on, let me decide whether I want to talk about this.
It's the 3-year itch.
Yeah,
like 3 years to the day, MJ blows it up.
So here's the deal. 9-10 must hear story of the day. If you have ever rented from Airbnb, don't get any ideas here. But if you are an Airbnb renter, and Roxanne, I bring this up, and I'm looking at you because...
I'm in the hot seat this segment. Wow,
I'm looking at you because the pimple on your nose is terrible today. But no, I'm kidding. There's
MJ.
There's not a blemish on Roxanne's face. No, I'm looking at you because you're an Airbnb renter.
Correct.
How many Airbnbs do you rent? How many do you have?
Well, some are Airbnb, some are more long-term luxury.
75 at this point, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're a tycoon.
175.
She has a whole zip code to herself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the deal. This is a Airbnb tenant from hell. The tenant rented for a period of time, won't leave, has now been in the home for over 500 days.
Wow.
And cannot be removed. Airbnb squatter. I mean, I don't know if they're doing a Pacific Heights deal like, what's his face?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. I don't know if they're doing that. They're dismantling the molding and taking out the finishing nails. I don't know if they, what's going on here, but an Airbnb guest is being called the tenant from hell. And I can put some effects on that. Tenant from hell. The tenant from hell.
Ooh,
yeah.
Scary.
Elizabeth Hirschhorn rented a stay at Sasha Jovanovic's Brentwood home in California in the LA area. Brentwood, that's, in between like Hollywood and like Beverly Hills, Brentwood. That's, that's where OJ, that's after OJ stabbed Ron and Nicole, that's where he fled back over to Brentwood. From Greta Green over to...
I drove that. I drove that route.
Rockingham.
Yeah, that's right, Rockingham.
Rockingham, yeah. From Mezzaluna was...
From Mezzaluna.
Where they were eating. Yep.
And
I did that tour.
Nicole left her sunglasses, so Ron Goldman...
had to return them.
Dropped off the sunglasses, and then OJ, murdered them both.
Well...
Allegedly.
And got away with it, allegedly. No, come on, give me a break. Anyway, so this... person, so Elizabeth rents this home in $105 a night.
That seems like a deal,
right? And it was for a multi-month stay. So cut a deal, $105 a night, but now over a year later, almost a year and a half later, can't get him out and stop paying. So not paying, paid the initial money, and that's it. Now has stayed far longer than the original rental, and they can't get him out. So, squatter, tenant from hell. I mean, what a mess.
Why can't you just shoot a squatter?
Listen to this. This is crazy. The Airbnb stay ended in April of 2022. Still there. October of 23. Still there. After the actual agreed upon term rent ended, was paid, I get, and then no money since. And this is what's wrong. In some of these cities, man, a judge ruled that under the city's rent stabilization ordinance, the owner has no legal reason to evict her under Los Angeles' recently adopted just cause ordinance, and would be required to pay her a relocation fee to evict her. What freaking world are we living in when somebody rents an Airbnb, stays for hundreds of days past, doesn't pay, and a judge doesn't say, get the sheriff's office out there or LAPD and get her ass out of... What is wrong with this world?
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, heads up.
Nonsensical.
Just a warning, if you're an Airbnb renter, we could probably go to phones, and I could probably take, a bunch of disturbing calls from people who, have horrific Airbnb, rental stories. So, oh boy. You ready for the latest Ozempic story? Now, we talked about this yesterday, but no, we talked about the intestinal blockage thing. Listen. If you've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people on something's going to happen. It doesn't mean it's related to, but you're starting to get these different stories about, Ozempic does this, it does that. Anyway, the latest thing has nothing to do with an actual, side
effect?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. It has nothing to do with an actual side effect. What it has to do with is Ozempic. That Ozempic and these other weight loss drugs like Mounjaro and Wegovy, this category of appetite suppressant drugs that are really working, like, sort of like the magic bullet for many people that, like the holy grail they've been looking for years. The food industry and restaurants, they're running scared. And apparently it's already been determined that Walmart is seeing like the groceries that people are buying going down.
Really?
Yeah, dude, this is from
all the fat customers Walmart has. They notice.
This is listen to this. This is from the Wall Street Journal yesterday. America's food giants confront the Ozempic era. You just started taking Ozempic. Will you still crave that bag of potato chips? Big food companies and investors are watching as Ozempic and other similar weight loss drugs flow to millions of people, upending America's diet industry and raising new questions about how consumers will eat. Executives at food manufacturers, from Campbell Soup to ConAgra brands, said they're fielding questions from investors about the drug's potential impact as internal teams start to assess consumer behavior and try to figure out how to respond. So this is a concern, not only like food manufacturers, snack food companies, impulse food producers, but supermarkets. And I saw, for instance, with Walmart is claiming that they're seeing like a reduction in grocery sales. Which, could this be because of Ozempic? Is this going to change so much the way that Americans eat? Are these weight loss drugs going to be so commonplace that they're going to cause a variety of food-related industries and businesses to see a reduction in sales? You know, maybe whacking the stock price.
Or is it because grocery prices are so high and people are just trying to cut back?
Listen to this. Mark Smucker.
Oh, come on.
I'm not making it up. I'm reading this from the Wall Street Journal yesterday.
Love his jelly.
Yeah,
Mark
Smucker. From the Jelly Empire?
Well, a name like Smucker's has got to be good. Oh, yes. So, Mark Smucker, who is the chief executive of Smucker.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Remember, the news broke a couple of weeks back. They agreed to buy Hostess for $4.6 billion. You know what they're going to do? They're going to put, mark my words, and they're going to be delicious.
I know what you're
They're
say.
going to start putting like Smucker's jams inside Twinkies and stuff. Seriously.
Jelly-filled everything.
They're going to co-brand Smucker's and Twinkie and Hostess. Man, they're going to come up with some seriously good stuff. Mark my words. That's going to happen. So the chief executive of Smucker, Mark Smucker, he said that they are monitoring research on weight loss drugs. At this point, I still just feel very bullish that the sweet sort of instant reward that some folks are seeking is never going to go away. You know, knowing that you get that thing, you got to have a piece of chocolate right now. You got to have, a carb right now. You know, we all get those little things going on. But Giant Foods, Walmart, some places are saying, yeah, they're starting to see a little reduction. But also, does that have to do with the economy and inflation? But it's a real situation with all of these weight loss drugs and these somewhat magic bullets that have been so elusive for all these years. And now these Ozempics, the Wegovy's, Mounjaro, those that are just taking straight semaglutide, for instance. Hey, think about it. If people are eating less, it's going to have an effect. All right, 9:22 at the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday. I got to lightning round a bunch of stuff. We got a lot of good stuff in the final chunk. I mentioned Ring doorbells and UFOs. Yeah, they've got a new... Yeah, listen, I'm not going to fall for the gimmick. I'm going to, call the gimmick out, but Ring doorbell's got a UFO gimmick. I got a couple of flight attendant stories, a couple of airline deals. I'm just looking at my pile here. Oh, magnetic toys. We got to talk about that. Yeah. Oh, do your kids have magnetic toys?
No, someone told me one time magnets and batteries don't let your kids.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I remember the meltdown we had in our house over magnets. You know, when Chloe was little, holy crap, we had a monumental meltdown over magnets. It was the monumental magnet meltdown. It was So hold on, we'll get to that next in the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. Also, got a pair of Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets to give away for the show at Amelie on December 23rd, and that is an awesome performance. So if you'd like to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, got your tickets right here. And we'll do all that next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. It is 9:30 at the MJ Morning Show. Heads up, your chance to win Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets in minutes on the MJ Morning Show. Would you just ask me, Fester, if I wanted to what?
I asked you if you wanted to buy Matt Drudge's house.
You know what? Michelle mentioned that to me last night. We're sitting on the couch, and she's like, hey, you know, Matt Drudge's house is for sale. And I said, hey, what does it look like? And Michelle's like, ugh.
Yeah. It looks like it was really chic in the 70s.
Oh, man.
The house was built in 76, so yeah, that makes sense. A lot of exposed stone and big pieces of wood.
Yeah, it looks like something used in, I don't know, like a Scorsese movie or something.
Yeah.
Or
it's a whole compound. It's 5 acres in
or,
Miami.
Or you know what? Or a home in a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. Yeah, no, it's kind of dated looking, right?
Weird perimeter fence.
I think you bulldoze the whole damn. It's a nice piece of land. I think you bulldoze. That's in Miami. 5 acres in Miami.
5 acres in Miami. Only $2.9 million.
Are you kidding me? Come on, it can't be in. Where's 5 acres in Miami with all those
Matt
woods?
Drudge's the fedora-wearing conservative, blah, blah, blah. The Miami residence on the market. He bought the house, I don't know, 13 years ago for
$1.45, and now he's asking $2.99999999.
Not quite the return you expect there on that, Matty.
Anyway, it's not a great looking place. So, all right, welcome back, folks. A final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. So, listen, it's a gimmick. It's a publicity stunt, blah, blah, blah. Ring doorbell. Who's got a Ring doorbell? Anyone in the room have a Ring doorbell? Frog, you have a Ring doorbell?
Yep.
All right. Roxanne, you have a Ring doorbell?
No, I have a different kind.
No, but you have one?
Yep.
You've got security?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just checking. Ring doorbell is offering a $1 million prize if you've got video proof of aliens and UFOs.
Oh, why are you laughing, dude? That stuff is out there.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Listen,
you ever heard of the Fukushima incident after the bombing? Oh,
wait a minute. There was no bombing.
Fester, look it up. Look up the Fukushima UFO incident.
Okay,
I just saw a documentary about it.
Hold on, Froggy. Fukushima was the reactor meltdown.
And the UFO showed up after that.
There was no bombing at Fukushima.
What happened when it melted down? Did an explosion happen? What's an explosion? A bomb.
All right.
You just don't know your facts, bro. It's up there. You know why? Do you know why most Americans don't see UFOs? Because most Americans don't look up enough. Seriously.
They're always looking at their phones.
I'm telling you.
All right. Ring doorbell. Is it any surprise that this is coming just before Halloween?
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
So Ring is offering a $1 million reward to anyone who can capture an alien sighting on a Ring doorbell. So I don't think. What are the other ones out there? Blink. Isn't Blink another one?
Arlo.
Sty.
What? Sty?
There's
no security camera called Sty.
Sty the eye, yes.
Yeah, Sty the eye.
We're
It's a
watching
little
your
bump.
house.
Sty's an eye virus or a wart, right?
Oh, maybe I'm off on that.
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, you capture aliens or a UFO on your Ring doorbell, and Ring will give you $1 million.
I'm looking to fake a UFO sighting now.
Yeah, I wonder how many folks are going to fake this. I mean, how do you prove it? Seriously. I mean,
You got to get the alien and put him on.
Have they really thought this through?
Ooh. No.
How do you prove it?
They have a lawsuit on their hands.
Seriously, if you come up with a really convincing, how could they prove that it's fake?
Right.
I have a little like fake foam alien looking dude. Maybe I can work that in the mix.
Yeah, right?
Go to a garage sale and buy an E.T. doll from 1984 or whatever. Yeah. Do that. Hey, speaking of toys, speaking of kids' toys.
Were we speaking of?
I mentioned it earlier, and we just talked about the E.T. doll. That's, yeah.
Just want to make sure the segue works.
Segue was perfect, man.
Okay.
There's another warning about magnetized toys, and this is not new. We've known about this for a long time, that magnets and little kids and kids that want to put stuff in their mouths, and do they still have those? Remember the little, these were huge when I was a kid. And even, I don't know as much when my kids were growing up. Do you remember the different colored letters and numbers with those little magnets in the back?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Remember those things?
Plastic molded letters.
Yeah, are those still around?
I ate all the magnets off that.
Well, Froggy, don't joke about that.
That's why you like to magnet fish.
Maybe that's why you got IBS, because you got perforated intestines or something.
But for sure.
That happens. So when, there have been kids that have had serious problems. I think there have even been some expirations where, it's terrible where kids ingest magnets and they can rip up the inside. So you got to be really, really careful.
And they're dangerous for dogs.
Same thing. Dogs, kids, magnets inside your body, not good. Not good at all. And there's a new child safety organization called Tiny Hearts Education, again, warning about magnets and a kid's intestines if the magnets are ingested.
What if you ingest magnets and maggots? How's that for your intestines?
I think you're good then.
They counteract each other.
Roxanne, why?
Because maggots sounds like magnets.
Oh, that's why.
Just without the N.
Why?
And maggots are sometimes in people's intestines, from what I've heard.
I don't know. I don't know. Can I
I'm
dump
with
the
it.
last minute?
No, I like it.
When I saw this item about this new organization, they're trying to bring magnet awareness to parents about careful with your kids and magnets. I remember, and I just saw this story like 2 days ago, and I put it in the pile. I remember we had a massive magnet meltdown at my house, and it was a very popular toy that was recalled because of magnets. Now, I don't know if we ever had a problem. I don't think that Chloe ever... I wonder if Chloe's awake. Hang on a minute.
What was it, a Star Bright? No, those weren't magnets.
No, that was like little plug things.
Was it the fuzzy beard game thing?
Nope.
The magnet?
Anyone know?
Fuzzy Wuzzy?
Does anyone know what toy about 20 years ago was huge and then recalled? Anyone know? 800-990-1047.
Pet Rock?
Yeah, this is not for the tickets yet.
Hello.
Hey, Chloe, it's Daddy live. Good morning.
Hi.
Oh, are you sleeping?
Yes.
You know, Janis Joplin voice.
Yeah, let me look at Life 360 and see where you're sleeping.
Let's make sure
that's
you're
invasive.
home.
Well, hold on, wait. We want to make sure the kids are safe.
Well, she's on the phone with you. You know she's safe.
You okay, Chloe?
Yes.
All right. Hey, we were just talking about magnets, and
Okay.
what do you mean? Okay.
Why magnets?
We're talking about magnets in toys, and a new warning about be careful. Make sure your kids don't ingest magnets that are in toys. They can be very damaging. And I remember some years ago when you were much smaller, we had to take a toy away from you, actually numerous sets of this particular toy. You had a lot of them because you loved them. And we had to take them away because they were recalled because kids were swallowing the magnets that were part of the toys. And you had a colossal freaking meltdown when we had to make this particular toy disappear because of the magnets. Do you remember the toy?
I have no recollection of this.
Was it Polly Pocket?
You know what? Let's yeah.
What, did I blow it?
Frog, you just all the phones are ringing here. You just blew it. It was
He didn't know.
it was Polly and Chloe just went, oh.
Wait,
I suck.
really? So Polly Pockets have been, Chloe, no offense to you, you're a young lady, but they've been, I thought they were a relatively new thing.
It was Polly Pocket. Listen, 20 years ago, Chloe.
It just hit me.
Pocket.
Do you,
Oh my God.
Nostalgia.
do you remember Polly Pockets?
Polly Pocket.
Chloe, you love those toys.
You threw them away?
Well, they were being recalled, and we were like freaking out. You know, Chloe was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, and my God, we can't leave the Polly Pockets with it because they're being recalled, and it was a whole shebang. And then Chloe, you had a meltdown when we had to take the Polly Pockets away.
Those were my life.
I told you, Froggy, how did you know Polly Pockets?
My buddy's sister had like a million of them.
Polly Pocket.
Say it again, Chloe.
I said, yeah, Froggy. How do you know Polly Pocket?
I have nieces.
Yeah.
And they played with them. And I find them very annoying.
Plus, Luke likes them.
Hey, Chloe, hang on.
Luke has the whole set.
Let me conference call some callers in here. I don't have any names on the screen.
Yeah, start picking people.
All right. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hi, this is Sue.
Hey, Sue. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Can we help you?
Hey. Hi. You were
talking about the toys, I'm wondering, I had them for my boys, magnetics.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Magnetics. That was one of the toys also that caused injuries.
Oh, yeah.
They even had like little ball bearings that you could attach.
Oh, yeah. Let's give little kids little ball bearings. There we go. That's it. That's
They
great.
connected the sticks, right?
I have to say, I'm in my 50s. My boys are in their 20s. They survive.
Yep.
You know, you can't bubble and insulate everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, thanks for calling.
Thanks, you guys are a hoot.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Sue.
Thanks for listening. Hey, give a hoot. Don't pollute. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Hey, Andrew, any reason why I'm not getting any names on the call screener today? Or Steve, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Hey, I remember a game years ago. I think my kids used to play with it. It had like a pen and it's like a screen. It's called Magnadoodle. It had magnets in it.
Oh, yeah. Magnadoodle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Magnadoodle.
Yeah, you start having that for a snack, you got some big problems on the inside.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Steve.
Have a great one.
Making Steve laugh over here.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Chloe, and what's her name? Thought we were a hoot. Hey, Chloe, great to talk to you, but listen, I'll never forget the meltdown when we took your Polly Pockets away.
Okay.
It was fun till Mommy and Daddy took your Polly Pockets away.
Man, were you a brat.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So how much drinking is planned for this weekend?
I'm still recovering from last night.
Oh, my
girl.
Yay,
Oh,
fun.
Look at that. You're living the college life.
Oh, my. Chloe, really? Last night, it was a Thursday night last night, and you got hammered?
That's like the night to go out here. Like every college has their night to go out, and here it's Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday night's usually college night.
Yeah.
And how much did you have to drink last night in lovely Durham, New Hampshire?
How much did I have to drink, you ask?
Yeah, by the way, did you guys go out in Durham, or did you go to Portsmouth, or where did you have your partying last night?
We went to the bar in Durham.
In where?
Here.
Oh, so a bar right there, within walking distance.
Yeah.
And how much did my little Clo drink last night?
I don't know, like 7, 9.
What?
10.
God, what
doubles? You say?
What did you drink? What type?
You start with the vodka Red Bull, and then you go from there.
Oh, you're going to be hungover.
Did you go to Libby's Bar and Grill?
I mean, what?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God.
You were at Libby's?
What?
Yes.
On Main Street in Durham, New Hampshire last night?
Yes.
Yeah, I just contacted the owner. I got the camera footage coming.
So Chloe graduates in December. Chloe is going to be a college grad with 3 degrees. What are your degrees? English, history, and international relations?
Yep. Good job, Dad.
And drink. It's a 4 majors. Chloe's going to graduate with a triple major in December.
Hey,
but what do you do? Chloe is 22 years old now. You know, this brings up something very. You know what? I'm going to bring some new content to the show on Monday because I want to talk about something. I've got something very serious I want to talk about, and you know what? It stems from this conversation. So, Chloe, if I had you blow into a breathalyzer now, would you still blow? Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, that sounds really good bit. That's a good segment.
What?
Yeah, sounds real compelling.
Well, no, that's not the bit. That's not the idea.
Oh.
No, I have something else that I want to talk about very seriously, and I'll do that on Monday. All right, Chloe, please watch your drinking, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye, Chloe.
Party
Bye,
animal.
everybody.
She may want to take a medical minor so she could diagnose her own liver ailment.
She's like Van Wilder.
Listen to her.
You know, it started with Polly Pockets, and it ends with
10 of them at Libby's Bar on Main Street. Some rundown town in New Hampshire.
I'm trying to think of some alliterative alcohol that starts with a P.
Polly Pocket.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pim's juice, is that a drink?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Anything else when we get out of here, guys?
Pim's cup, that's right.
Yeah, we got to give away.
Week, yay.
Yeah, well, it was a great week here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey,
I got something. Today, I want to say hi to all the high schoolers at 5A High School in Hudson. Headed out there after my shift today to interview Mickey Sudo. And Judge a hot dog eating contest. How about that?
Wow.
You sound a little tentative. Are you sure you know where you're going and who you're seeing?
Roxanne just learned how to read yesterday.
Sounds like you're making stuff up as you go along.
Hot dog eating contest. Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Pseudo.
So she's the local competitive eater that won Nathan's hot dog eating contest for the women.
I'm going to see Mickey Pseudo-ephedrine.
A drink of
Pseudo 5A high school football.
And then emceeing an event, Community Food Pantry on Saturday night.
All right, fantastic.
Wow, good for you.
Hey, thanks to everyone that is commenting on the picture of me on the naval vessel. The Jack H. Lucas, which is docked here at Port of Tampa right now. The latest naval destroyer is getting commissioned at Port of Tampa tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And Michelle and I visited the ship yesterday, and I got a bunch of great pictures on my Instagram right now at Certified MJ Radio. So thank you for all the folks that are leaving some nice comments. People love the pictures. The lighting was phenomenal, and the pictures are really good. Me in front of the giant gun at the bow of the ship, and just kind of cool pictures on my Instagram right now, Certified MJ Radio. But first, before we get out of here, Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets. Let's go with caller. Look, every line is already ringing. Let's go with caller number 21, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047 for Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets right now. Caller 21, you win. The show's going to be Saturday, December 23rd at Amalie Arena, and those guys do a heck of a show. So if you want tickets, let's go. Caller 21 right now. Good luck. MJ Morning Show on Q105. Folks, if you want to drop me an email, my private email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. And, of course, give me a follow on Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, or the show account is MJ Morning Show on IG. Have a great weekend, folks. We'll see you back here on Monday, and let's be careful out there. You too, Chloe.